To the very first round of the WCS Menno Megane Trophy here, brand new series obviously coming at you on Mondays now, and it's the second touring car season we've had at WCS since restarting earlier this year, and what a championship it looks like it's gonna be. We've got loads of drivers, loads of teams all raring and ready to get a shift on in this championship, but we thought we'd take you through them before we actually get going. I'm Josh Anderson and I'll be talking you through the grids alongside none other than our cameraman for the races tonight, Mr. Menno Klont.
Yeah, hello Joshua. Yeah, I'm really happy to be here in the commentary booth for now, but for the cameras later on. The idea was to do a slight preview of all the 30 drivers and 15 teams who are currently about to be ready for racing this Menno Megane series, and I think we will have a great preview, and it's a good mix this season of a lot of well-known sim racing teams, a few new sim racing teams, old drivers, new drivers, very young drivers, very experienced drivers, people who are very new on F-Factor 2 and might do their first league race even, but yeah, everybody is enjoying this. You can see it by the number of people already in the server, and it looks very good. Joshua, over to you for the start of the preview.
Yeah, let's get this underway, starting looking at the teams, and we're going to go in alphabetical order here, just because it, gets you through the teams from A to Z, and I'm sure that is a nice, easy way to do it. So let's kick off with the preview here by looking at everybody's favourite, well, one of everybody's favourite two Swedish outfits on the grid this year, and that is Backmarker Legends, of course, led by Simon Wattman, and Wattman himself driving in the number 23 car. This year teamed up by Lawrence Clark in the 24, not David Wattman or Matthias Wattman from last year, but a new face coming in this year, Menno. I don't know whether you know anything about Lawrence, but hopefully he'll be hoping to make an impact.
Well, actually know Lawrence Clark very well. Well, yeah, I know him as a driver. He used to drive on F-Factor 1, and I'm wondering how he will do. It will not be easy for him, but he is a guy with a lot of sim racing experience, so I guess he will use that experience to get into the points maybe today, or at least to show that he is capable of driving in this good Megane field. Then we got Simon, of course. Simon is a very decent driver. He loves to drive anything, like old cars, like new cars. He drives everything. And Backmarker Legends is a team that is around for quite a while. And yeah, I don't know what they will do in the championship, but yeah, it's good that they're here, because yeah, Simon and Lawrence are two good drivers, and then with David Wattman as a reserve, that's just a very good team actually to start this preview with.
You imagine Simon Wattman will be going into this season with quite a bit of optimism, because he had some fantastic results last year in well, not last year, but last season in BMWs back in season 1. Yeah. He had some great results in there for Backmarker Legends. Not necessarily the most successful team overall, but Simon Wattman really establishing himself as a driver who, he's always there to take advantage of other people's mistakes. I mean, he got himself a fantastic position. He got himself a second place at Donington Park in the first round alone, and he's had some great results. He's had brilliant points finishes in the BMWs. He must be optimistic going into this season. Yeah,
he must be very optimistic, and we shall see what he can do in the championship. It will be difficult. It looks like a very strong grid, but yeah, Simon is Simon, and he will do pretty well, and he will boost Lawrence into a good pace as well.
Yeah, indeed, and we're hoping we'll see some good stuff from Backmarker Legends this season. Of course, we saw a good bit last season. Hopefully we'll carry that on into the Meganes. So then, on to the next team, and it's none other than the Cookie Monsters themselves, CM Tech Racing. The next team up on the list, of course, led by Rookie Hoekstra. and an interesting driver lineup. Woodkey himself as a reserve driver, but Rick Scott and Adrian Pisano, those are two names I've not heard for a while. So great to see Rick and Adrian back in the driving seat, especially Rick, because I know him quite well myself, but it is great to see both those drivers in those cars.
Yeah, it's a very interesting lineup. Not necessarily the fastest lineup of the grid, but there is a lot of knowledge with those two guys, because they both know how to drive a car, and they know how to battle, and it's very interesting what they will end up. Yeah, it's actually difficult to say where they will end up, but yeah, with Rick Scott you've got a really a guy that really loves racing and everything around, and is very smart and intelligent guy who knows how the game works and how to get the best out of him. With Adrian Pisano, I not know him that well, but he looks quite good. He learned a lot in the last few days, I believe, when testing, and yeah, we shouldn't underestimate Adrian, because yeah, he's a quite decent guy, which somebody who I actually don't know that much about, but yeah, I think it will be fine. And with Wopke, of course, as a test and reserve driver, that would be quite a good team.
You have to say, with Rick Scott, he has a lot of sim racing experience, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. He goes back a very long while, so he is going to be coming into this championship, at least, as a very good teammate of Brazano, someone who can definitely be depended on.
Yeah. So let's go on to the next one. That's Elite Virtual Motorsports from Eric Stanford. It's the drivers are Eric Stanford himself and Damir Fuk. And yeah, well, those are already another two very good drivers in F-Factor 2, well known for me, and I think also for you and for a lot of people who watch this broadcast. Eric Stanford is a very passionate guy. He's training very hard, putting in the laps, and he will do just fine in this quite strong field. And Damir Fuk is also somebody who is quite talented and quite well known in the group. So yeah, Josh.
Yeah, interesting lineup there, definitely. Stanford, as we've seen from last season, he is a very, very dedicated driver. If not the quickest, he can have his moments though, definitely. And well, do you think this maybe is going to be his season where he starts to come of age here, Menno?
Depends. It's of course very difficult to say when you have a preview, but it could possibly be one of the coming of age drivers, and yeah, having a better too. So we shall see.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how he gets on really this season. But he's up against some stiff competition, as are the rest of the teams.
Yes.
Because, well, next up are our Eval Sim Racing team, of course, with our reigning touring car champion, Argo Tida. And, well, they really have pulled out all the stops this year, Eval. Obviously, we know them very well for bringing Estonian drivers into the mix. But, well, they've gone a little bit left of field this year because they brought in a certain Matt Richards. Now, Richards I know very well again, and he is a sensationally quick driver. Really could be, actually, a front runner for the title. So, Eval have really brought their big guns. They've got the reigning champion, they've got Richards who could be a champion. Can you see past them for the titles this season, Menno?
Well, yeah, that's of course, now very difficult to say, but they have two drivers that could potentially win the race, and that's really cool. So, I wouldn't be surprised if they both get a podium today. And they might even both win a race today. So this is, I think, one of the best lineups, if not the best lineup here. And yeah, we know Matt Richards and Argo Tida. Well, yeah, if they can work good together, and then they can come very far.
They are very both good drivers. Obviously, Richards is no stranger to touring cars, and Tida himself, as he's just proven last season, very good in touring cars, being the reigning champion. So, if all goes their way, it might full well be that one of them wins the championship, and then Eval win the teams. But motorsport is never that simple.
Yeah, well, I think it's more logical that they win the team championship than the drivers, because yeah, we've got a lot of people who are still looking at the drivers championship, but the teams, it looks very good for them.
Yeah, one such person might perhaps be Wesley Stefano. He drives for Hinz Motorsport this season alongside, well, Thomas Hinz himself, the team manager. Again, both very capable drivers. Hinz is a very interesting quantity because he is very quick. What we've seen before, sometimes luck just isn't on his side, and well, maybe hasn't had the chance to show his true potential, but Wesley Stefano has definitely had some very solid results.
Yeah, this is a very good team, of course. Hinz Motorsport, You know always that is a decent team and with decent drivers. Thomas Hinz getting quicker by every race he's driving, but yeah, he's a bit unlucky. Let's see how it will be today. Wouldn't be surprised if he will make the top 10 in just speed or even better. With Wesley, I'm not quite sure what will happen with him today, but yeah, he's a capable guy as well. So Hinz has a good team that will be, I think, are on half of the Constructors' Championship of the 15 teams. We shall see if they are better or worse than that, but I think around the middle, between 7 and 10.
It's definitely a fair shout to aim for the middle. You know, you can't go far wrong with that. So we'll hope to see if they can definitely get that done. And well, the next team on the list is Ice Cold Racing. And well, there was once a time where I could look at Ice Cold Racing on a series list and think, oh well, they're going to win it. But you know, as you know, Eric Strana, really one of the fantastic drivers, obviously in that team. Tobias Olsen leading it, of course. But Strana, you know, only the reserve driver. I've seen Strana lots around before, and he is an amazing driver. But he's had a lot less time to race recently. Tobias Olsen and Eric Golodakis in the cars. Now I know Tobias Olsen very well from both these series last year, and well, Eric Golodakis is a bit of a new name though.
Yeah, well, I know Tobias. Tobias will do very well with the well-established name Ice Cold Racing, so it's very good. Also with Eric Strana as a reserve. Eric Godolakis is somebody who I don't know, so I can say he's shit. I can say he's godlike. I can judge, so that's something I will see as a cameraman today. But judging like with the talent that is coming from Sweden. And yeah, well, somebody next to Tobias, I think it will be fine. It will be a very decent team.
Yeah, very good looking team there. Of course, apologies for Menno's slightly colourful choice of English there. But yeah, Eric Golodakis, just looking from the live timing at the moment, he does seem to be in the middle of the field. So, you know, he's looking to be a pretty good driver on pace. But it depends how he's actually going to be going in the race, because that is a very different scenario and it's very easy to become unsettled or nervous.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true. So we'll have to see what Golodakis can do. We know what Tobias Olsen's capable of. We've seen it before, but you know, very interesting times ahead, I'm sure, for Ice Cold.
Yeah. So we're going up to the next team. That's the Dutch team, GFF Racing Team, with team owner and driver Roland Hut and his son, a son who's I believe 13 years old, Daan Hut. So Roland Hut and Daan Hut are our next two drivers for GFF Racing Team. Yeah, what should I say? I know Roland Hut for quite a while, and well, yeah, he just come back on the radar with racing, and I think he could do quite well. He was always quite capable, and yeah, he passed this on his son, and I think his son. I'm not sure how he will do. I didn't see him drive, but yeah, if you're 13, it can be quite difficult. You can have the skill, but you need to now have work with other influences, and that can be very difficult. And it would be very much more easier when you're 23 than 13. So it's very difficult what will happen actually. Joshua, what do you think? Will that age be a factor?
Well, I don't think it is. I mean, I've seen some very young drivers do fantastically well before in other series and leagues. So, you know, if Daan Hut can really just bring it to the best of them, I'm sure that's really going to help his confidence, because that is a lot of what it's about. It's about confidence. Being able to, you know, believe that you've got the ability to do well. And I'm sure Daan has that. And obviously Roland's there in the team as well. But, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how they go. Obviously, we've just had one father-son comp. We're in Whoopke and Rink Hoogstraat. Now we got these two. So
yeah.
It seems to be becoming a more popular thing in sim racing these days.
Yeah, true. And it will be very interesting. I think with Daan you can see a lot of growing potential, like during the season. He will make mistakes like somebody like Max Verstappen would do, and just learn from it. And then the race after, he doesn't make that mistake. This growing potential will be awesome, and that would be very good to see. And I think he could come of age in this.
Quite literally.
Yeah, he will learn a lot, and he will, yeah, grow into an adult on the racetrack as well. Let's go to the next team.
Yeah. Perhaps he will, yeah. I think we should look at the next team now, which of course is none other than Multiforce GP, and well, that's a team that I know very well. Jason Muscat leading it and driving for them, of course, and he's joined this year by Kevin Samut, who is someone who I've not really heard of before, but, you know, that seems to be the case for several drivers, but I'm sure they're going to be very promising. But, of course, an all-Maltese team, and they've done very quite well in the WCS exploits so far.
Yeah, well, it's Multiforce is a team where I personally have a warm bond with. I race for them. Yeah, sorry, this is not getting emotional. But, of course, Jason, a very experienced and good driver. I'm not sure if he will be in this touring cars. I think Jason is more open wheel driver, but yeah, he's got the knowledge to drive the car like a madman. But yeah, it will be very good what he will show. I think he will be in the top 10, but no doubt. Kevin Samut, I believe, is new to Air Factor racing maybe, but not to, I believe, not to racing with itself. So. Yeah, it will be very interesting what happens with this team, but yeah, they will be very decent, and yeah, wouldn't be surprised if we see one of the Multiforce guys in post-race interview. Maybe not today, but during the season, I guess. So,
yeah, indeed. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Multiforce. Obviously, a very, very good team, but obviously, you know, Megane's totally different to the BMWs from last year, and I think this is the first touring car season they've competed in, so, gonna see.
Yeah.
Right, so, on to the next team then, and it is, well, it's Performance Racing, who were here last year in the BMWs. Obviously, a couple of drivers, including Lars Brugman, drove for them then. But team owner Rob Azile finds himself in one of the cars alongside Ilya Bricalo, who drove for YTF1 last year. Now, interesting that they've gotten him. Obviously, YTF1 not in the series this year, but Bricalo and Azile, a very strong team.
Yeah, Performance Racing is also a team that I know for a long time. But I think the normal people, the people who are not looking a lot to WCS until recently don't know. Yeah, with Performance they have a good lineup. Ilya is really fast and Roy is really fast. Yeah, I think this can be a potential top 3 in the Constructors Championship, and well, multiple race wins they will have in their sights.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be targeting race wins this season as well, obviously Jason specifically. Kevin, though, an interesting quantity in his own right. We've not seen much of him in WCS, and it's going to be interesting to see how he does. I'm talking about Multiforce GP, of course, just to go back to them for a second. But Performance Racing as well, you know, Bricalo and Brazil, very talented drivers in their own right. Roy, you know, very capable of winning races, as is Ilja, so they'll be targeting some serious results this season.
Yeah, I think that this will be, well, it will be not a surprise if they end in top 3 in Constructors Championship, and that's what the team deserves.
Yeah, certainly don't put it past them. So there will we want to watch, will, a Performance Racing team this season, as well as yet another Dutch outfit, Racing Team Schroten, obviously. Well-run team by Roy Schroten, who himself drives alongside Niranjan Kumar. Now, it is great to see Niranjan about. It's, you know, not really, I don't think we saw much of him last year, so great to see Niranjan here, and, well, the Indian driver certainly looking to make an impact of his own in WCS.
Yeah, I think this is a decent team as well. We all have decent teams. With Roy Schouten is also somebody like Thomas Hinz who's driving better and better every race he drives. So he will just where Roy Schouten is now, he will not be in the end of the season. He will be a lot further with performance. He will develop very good. And with Niranjan, he's a good driver, but I only know him from open wheelers, so we'll see what will happen. But this is a decent team, and they will by far not be the last team in the constructors. They will score decent points.
Yeah, points certainly on the cards perhaps for RTS, and we'll see how they go within this season. And then, well, the next team, interesting to see them about, ST Racing. I know them from several other series in other leagues, but I think this is their WCS debut as well, so another team bringing themselves into WCS. Mark Fuller, of course, the leader of that team and driving himself, and he's joined by David Nichols. Now, Mark Fuller I know a lot about, David Nichols less so, so again, an interesting sort of thing, how they're going to do.
Yeah, ST is also another name that you know from sim racing. Mark Fuller, one of the older guys, with all respect I'm saying that, but this is somebody who enjoys sim racing, and he will have fun with his ST here. And with David Nichols, I'm not sure how he will do, but yeah, he's there, and he has he can show himself, and that will be very good, I think, as well. And yeah, it's not. It will be difficult at times, possibly, but they will do very good.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see how they go for sure. And well, Fuller himself, obviously, you know, a good consistent driver in his own right. Nichols maybe a bit more of an unknown quantity. ST Racing, you know, just hoping to have a solid first season here in WCS, really.
Yeah.
You know, perhaps aiming for solids, being solid over maybe being slightly quicker than the rest, but they're going to have a good season. That much is for certain, you know, at least from a consistency point of view, you feel.
Yeah, true. Let's go to the next one.
Yep, we should. And well, that next team is Stax Racing, and well, again, a team I feel competed last season as well. I think it was they competed in open wheelers. Very late entry into this championship as well, Stax. So you might think that they've maybe cobbled together a lineup quickly, but they haven't. It's a very strong lineup, and it's Niels Voss and Chris Shepherd. So interesting times for those two, because well, Chris Shepherd amazingly talented, and Niels Voss very quick as well.
Yeah, this is a good team. Niels knows how to drive, and Chris, of course, Chris is ace in this. So this is a good team, and Stax always knows what they're doing. Christian Zar is a capable team boss, and yeah, this will look good. Niels might struggle a bit, but Niels has enough talent to do this well, and Chris will be a very decent guy and challenging for the win, I guess.
Yeah, but really someone who's really been finding a lot of pace as of recently, and well, I'm sure that he's going to do a good job here in the Megane. Do you think he could potentially be a challenger for the title if all goes his way?
If all goes his way, I think so. He sometimes has a bit of problems, and yeah, he can't have those problems now, but if he doesn't have those problems, he has a big chance to get a decent point standing, and yeah, maybe get the championship.
Yeah, well, let's see how they go then.
Yeah. Let's go on to the next one.
Yep, let's do that.
Okay, the next one, you can say it, Joshua.
Can I? I thought you were gonna.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just working with cameras now, so...
Oh, you're working with cameras, right. Well, you're distracted then.
Yeah.
I'd better get on with it then. Next team, of course, is the very interestingly named Totally Spies Racing. No idea where that came from. And, well, Perry Vink, the leader of this team, and Vink himself driving alongside none other than Sven de Vries. Now, that is a coup right there.
Yeah, this is a very, very good team. Yeah, the name makes you think they are not taking this seriously, but this is actually a very decent team. And we're now currently on board with Sven on his qualifying lap. But yeah, this is a good team. Perry and Sven are very capable, and they will get a lot of podiums. So that will be very good for them, I guess. I believe Perry Vink is not there today, but I believe Wright Kilk might be driving or might be not. But yeah, this is a good team, and well, Sven can't just win the championship. We all know how good he is. He drives in real life, and he knows everything what he needs to do. So this is a championship favorite. I think one of the championship favorites with Sven, and Perry will do very well as well.
Sven de Vries obviously came very close to winning the title last year, but just lost out to Ogotita, so maybe looking for a bit of revenge this year by winning the Meganes.
Yeah, true. So this is a guy who is potentially in for a great season.
Yes, Sven, and obviously Perry, of course, teaming up this season. You know, it is important to have fun in sim racing, and I feel, you know, just with the approach they've taken with the team name, that's what they're going to be doing this season, trying to enjoy themselves. Well, you know, Sven also challenges for the title.
Yeah, it will be interesting if they can do that. But I think with the drivers, they possibly can.
Who knows? Totally Spies might be totally champions by the end of the season. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if they are.
Yeah, and then we will see Jerry on the podium.
Yeah, perhaps so.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get crack on with the next team then, and that is VR46 Racing Team, led by Peter van Woudenberg, who drives for the team. Bit of a consistent theme here, where the team manager drives for the team, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And joining van Woudenberg is Nicholas Cole, again another unknown quantity, not someone who I've heard of, but of course Van Valkenburg last year had some fantastic results.
Well, yeah. Luckily, well, I'm here. That sounds a bit stupid when I say Peter van Moudenberg. This is the team owner. He's well, from Holland, and of course he drove in the BMWs last year. He's decent. He's still learning in Factor 2, but yeah, he does better and better every race. He will score podiums this season, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, wins will be difficult. But yeah, there's also a very good driver. Nicholas Cole is his teammate. I know him from Air Factor 1 or Air Factor what you want. I don't care. But yeah, he is also a guy that knows how to drive, and I think he will not be the fastest. He needs to adapt to the car. But yeah, if he got his way, he can score good points. And yeah, Nicholas Cole is one of those guys. At the end of the season, you will say, yeah, it was a good addition to this grid. He's decent.
Yeah, good addition to the grid. Nicholas Cole, perhaps. We'll see how he gets on by the end of this season. And the last team on the grid, the last team we'll be looking at is Wouters Automotive. Of course, the wonder team of De Vries and De Vos last year in the BMWs. Bart De Vos stays, but this year joined by Daniel Shiranku, the Hungarian. And, well, we know how good he is, Menno.
Yeah. This is a very good team as well, and very interesting how that will be. Wouters is a very well-known name into sim racing, and they get more well-known every championship they race. So very interesting how they will do. With Wouters, we've got a 15 team in, and yeah, that will be a very good team. So drivers will do well. So yeah, actually have a great grid if you look at this with this 15 teams, and that's good.
Yeah, 15 great teams, 30 great drivers, and of course any substitutes that come in throughout the season. Definitely looking to be promising this year, and of course we are now in qualifying, so we can talk about that as well. Yeah. At the moment, Chris Shepherd leading for Stacked Racing. So as we said, Shepherd potentially trying to cement his grip on the championship immediately in that very interesting looking Stacked car, which I'm actually told is not even the full season livery. They're actually working on another one for round 2.
Yeah, that's true, and very interesting what the final livery will be, but it will be fine. But Chris looks fast, and this is what Chris can do best. He likes those type of cars the most, and you can see how good he is. So yeah, interesting. Oh, but we've got somebody else who went faster.
Yes, Yaltayan just goes slightly quicker there by 0.3 of a second, and well, Tyan himself, we know how good he is as well. So we'll have to see how he goes. Of course, Tyan driving that car there, and well, interesting going to be see how Jarl does, because he's super capable, Yaltayan, brilliantly capable driver for Elite Virtual Motorsports, and well, what a way he would start the season if it got pole.
Yeah, true. And yeah, now in P3 we've got Tobias Olsen from Ice Cold Racing. He's quite close, and that's what we already said, I believe, in the preview, that this is a capable guy. And I'm saying that Olsen jumps to 4, and right Kilk for Totally Spies is jumping to P3.
Yeah, Kilk up to 3rd in that one of the 2 cars there. Obviously doesn't have a livery at the moment, but I'm sure they are working on that. But yeah, Kilk 3rd at the moment, very impressive for the team as well. And I'm sure he'll be trying to get as close up to the top as he can as well. Obviously Olsen 4th, Shorten 5th, DeVos 6th, Muscat 7th at the moment. So interesting times definitely for qualifying ahead, as we about 5 minutes left to go now, Menno. So, you know, not too long in this session. They only have 15 minutes, and that isn't very long when you think about it.
Yeah, true. It's not very long, but it's just long enough. So let's give you, with 5 minutes to go, the whole running order. We're starting from P27. That's Daniel Shiranku at the moment, with Ilya Breklo P26, Dan Hutt P25, Simon Rodman P24, Ryan Nathan P23, P22 for David Nichols, P21 for Roland Hutt, P20 for Nicholas Cole, with P19 for Rick Scott, Peter van Woudenberg currently in P18, P17 for Niels Vos, Adrian Bizanu, P16 with Eric Godolakis in P15, Kevin Samu P14, Argo Tiger in P13 with Niranjan Kumar P12, with Thomas Hintz P11, with Wesley Stefan in P10, 9th place for Roy Vazel, 8th place for Sander Vries at the moment, Jason Muscat in P7, with P6 for Bart de Vos, P5 for Roy Sloten, P4 for Tobias Olsen, P3 for Wright Kill, Chris Shepard in P2, and P1 for Jaltijn at the moment.
Yeah, of course, still 4 minutes left in this session. Anything can change in that time, and I'm sure that we will see a couple of changes for overall position in the time that we see this session has yet to give us. And, well, you know, anything can happen in even so much as 1 minute, never mind 4. So, you know, we could see several changes for the lead now.
I believe Tobias also is pretty fast.
Yeah, we'll see how Olsen goes as he comes across the line here. If he's going to improve on his time, we're at 1:29.9 at the moment is his time. He does improve, but only by a 10.
Yeah, but he goes to second.
Still behind Ty in there, so work to do for Olsen, and Jaltijn actually starting another lap. So he is very much on the go here, and I'm just watching Roy Shorten in 5th place. Now might actually be a good time to take an onboard lap with one of our drivers and see how they tackle this circuit. So round the final corner comes Roy Shorten now, I believe, down the front straight. We'll see how the Dutchman goes as he goes very wide, but he'll start another lap either way as we come round into the first turn. Castrol Edge really got to worry about your cornering in here. Very difficult corner to get right, but Shorten clips the apex nicely, gets it fair on the outside and does it lovely through there. Then there's a long run. He's aborted his lap, so well, we won't be going on board with him perhaps. But Jason Muscat might be good because he's about the same portion of the track anyway. Yeah. So let's watch Jason Muscat as he comes round Castrol Edge. As we say, on the well, actually he's just come on Remus actually, which is the second corner. But nonetheless, rounds down after the long run through Remus into the third turn, which is Slush Goals. Now this is a very difficult corner to get right as well. Really tricky. Lots of drivers can spin here if they're not careful. Muscat has to get the power fed on the precise point. And a bit of oversteer on the exit, but he controls it. Then into turns 4 and 5. Double left-handers. First, and he's aborting. Oh, come on. Stop aborting your laps, everyone. Yeah. You're stopping us from commentating.
Yeah, I know I know why they are bored. They want to have the last free lap, and they know the track is evolving minute by minute, so they want to leave it as late as possible. So that would be very interesting.
Oh, that hasn't stopped the whole time. He's just gone 2 tenths quicker.
Oh, interesting. We'll go
talking about setting a benchmark.
Yeah,
he's just flown ahead. 2 extra tenths now. Olsen's got to find half a second.
I'm just staying on board with Jarl even in pits because I want to see if he goes out. Yeah, he goes out, so he knows when if he times it right, he's got 1 more lap. He will be very close under the flag, and everybody goes. Yeah, they know they have about 1.5 minutes. In 1.5 minutes, they need to go another fast lap.
Yeah, they got 1 more lap, and well, now anyone who hasn't started a lap, you imagine, won't be able to complete one. So it's going to be very touch and go for a couple of drivers, but we'll see who gets an extra lap in and who does not. Probably only 2 more laps for the majority of drivers, 1 for some, but yeah, this is really crunch time now, Menno.
I believe Sven de Vries is on a fast flyer, a flyer. But I'm not sure if he can finish it. But yeah, he looks pretty fast now. But how will be the... No, I think he lost it all in the second sector. Yeah, if I see that car now moving, I think he lost everything.
Yeah, perhaps not going as well in that lap as he would have liked. But, you know, still 50 seconds left to go in the qualifying session. So if he can get around quick enough, if he's at the right part of the track, he will be able to get 1 man in.
Oh,
but
what? He's even under the time.
Yeah, Daniel Shiranku hasn't done a time. I've just realised this is interesting stuff for Shiranku. Might have made a bit of a hash of this qualifying session, but either
what
way...
What will Sven de Vries do? Will he goes to P3? Well done, Sven.
There he goes, but he's still half a second off Ty, and that's how quick Jaltijn is. And Sven de Vries knows he's got to find something if he wants overall pole here. Right, Kilk doesn't leave the pits. He will not get another lap in. And, well, you know, 15 seconds to go in qualifying now, so time has almost elapsed. Those on a lap will be finishing it, and those not quite on a lap going to be starting. It's going to be touch and go with Hinz, actually. I think he's just going to miss out on starting another lap here. He was on his out lap. I think he really has. Yep, he's called this too late, and he's going to cross the line 2 seconds too late to start, and he's just completed his out lap now, so he won't get a time in any better than 1:30.7. So really, since we're watching people come across the line now, see what times they do. And Roy Brazil is about to. Let's see what Brazil can do. He is going to not improve, unfortunately. And Matt Richards rejoins the qualifying session as it ends here. Eric Golodakis is about to finish lap, though.
Yeah, I'm just looking if you see some people who are improving. And I think Goladak is might improve. Let's see what he can do. Will it be top 10 or just outside top 10? We will see in a few seconds. And
no improvement. No improvement in position from Goladak. Stays 17th. And, well, Jason Muscat's crashed on his final lap. He won't be completing it. Sven de Vries has gone into the pits. Jarl Tyen is still in the middle of the track for Chris Shepard, the next real challenger. Half a second he'll have to find if he wants to overhaul. No, he's gone into the pits as well.
Oh,
he's come off as well.
Just see Jarl, what he's doing. He's even going faster. Jarl Tyen, wow.
Well, he's got pole now, surely. No one can stop him now, but, well, it's just going to be pretty much an exercise in speed here from Jarl Tyen. Just showing everyone how quick he is. I think he may have cut a couple of, corners on the exit there, but he's going to come across the line either way, and he's going to try and set an even faster lap. 129.1, just misses out on breaking the 29s. Well, that is a statement from Jarl Tyen that I am going to challenge for the title from the outset. Stunning lap from
But I saw some cornering from him. He was running very wide.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was going to say he was running quite wide in some places, so you know, maybe a penalty coming his way if he's exceeded track limits too much. But
yeah, well, he can have pull, and I believe he has now. But yeah, if people think he had too much, well, extra track, if you want to call it like that, then yeah, then and it isn't allowed, he will get a penalty, I think, for the next race. So we shall see. We will not judge. Maybe it's allowed, and we are talking about, yeah, we are talking about y'all when we don't need to, but yeah.
Yeah, obviously, you know, we'll have to see what happens, but for now at least he has pole position, and that will stay as it is. But yeah, Tyen with pole position for this race. Can't say further than that, can you?
No. It was quite a good qualifying. Of course, y'all got 6/10 on everybody, but yeah, that will not be the same in the race. So yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, Sven de Vries just saying anyone who wishes to have that qualifying laps deleted due to maybe going too far off the corner can actually ask the admins too. So that's fair enough. And well, we might see a couple of position changes because of that. But qualifying standings, at least it's Tyen gets pole from Olsen, from de Vries, from Shepard, Kelk, Richards, Jordan Kumar, Shiranku, Tida, DeVos, Muscat, Bazile, Stefano and Thomas Hinds, rounding out your top 15 in qualifying.
Yeah, very interesting first qualifying, and yeah, I'm not sure what it will say about the race, but yeah.
I've just seen the gap as well between Niranjan Kumar and Roy Short, and there was 1,000th of a second between the two of them, and then only 12 thousandths down to Daniel Shiranku. Talk about close. And even Samucho, Botavos and Jason Muscat are in the same amount of time.
Oh, so you're actually saying, I missed it. Shiranku did, in the end, did the lap?
Oh yeah, he did.
Very good.
No, he went up to P9 there, just missing out on 7th and 8th. And of course, lots of close battles in qualifying going on, as we say, so some people setting near identical times.
Yeah, only your time was 6/10 faster than the rest, and I'm not sure if a lot of people think that this is what should have happened, but yeah, we shall see what will happen in race. I think that it will be very close. Of course, you will carry a lot of fuel, and the car is different, and I believe, I'm pretty sure some drivers are high fuel racers, and yeah, they are having more feeling when they have more when they are racing. When they have a car in front and a car in the rear, they can do better than just hot lap. Yeah, and that's a little bit like something else. Hot lap is something you might can do well, or you are not as good in it, but racing is a different thing. To go head to head with your closest rival at the moment and battle, right, Josh?
Yeah, it is. I mean, yep, there's going to be interesting to see about, you know, for everyone how this race goes, you know, because qualifying's just been so interesting, and then, well, the race is going to be good as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be very good racing.
Yep, so let's crack on with the warm-up then. Obviously 10 minutes where we can look at the results, analyse them, and, you know, talk about the race that's coming up. Obviously, Menno Megane Series is our touring car series, and, well, obviously that in itself lends itself generally to very close racing and some contact sometimes, but, you know, not too much.
No, true. And we are about to go on a lap on board with Nicholas Cole.
Yeah, so obviously we'll see Cole going around the track there. But, you know, as we were saying, Menno, with touring car racing, you know, it really is a different kettle to fish the open wheel stuff we have, isn't it? You know, because obviously it's a different type of racing.
Yeah, it's a different type of racing. The cars are a bit, really different. Of course, those are closed wheels, a bit heavier, and yeah, it's a different, how you say, different ball game or something. Like
that's exactly how you say it.
Yeah, this is different, and yeah, I think for anybody who saw the GP3 last week, this will be a very different kind of racing. I think we will see a lot of more close racing and more a bit of hitting each other, like leaning onto each other, and that's something you want to see if you keep that alright, and yeah, you don't crash each other, then it can be very cool. And,
yeah, obviously we'll hope for clean races, but you know, contact possibly, you know, maybe on the nature of these Meganes. And well,
clean races, Joshua, you like rain?
Oh yes, I do like rain sometimes.
Yeah, I believe there is some rain currently.
Oh,
and when
yes,
I say
the track's wet!
Yeah, when I say it, I see Nicholas Cole just going off. It looks like it was because it was raining. He aquaplaned a little bit off. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see some drivers are actually on the wet tyres which have stickers on them, and well, other drivers are, well, actually no, I think those slicks have stickers on them too, but yeah, see, I think drivers are mostly trying to stay on the slicks, but some have gone on to the wets, and are using those. The track, I think, has dried out now though, so, you know, it's not raining anymore, but yeah, that could be a threat throughout this race.
Yeah, a big threat, and yeah, and that will be very difficult for the drivers, and an opportunity for the drivers. I think when raining, some drivers will really make a big mistake in terms of setup, in terms of feeling. Well, that's not a mistake, that's just a feeling you have. And some people will just have the feeling in the rain, and that's something, yeah, you see. Maybe you have got somebody who's now not in the top 20 or top 15, and in the rain they will just take it easy and yeah, go for it and get into that top 10 or top 15 spot.
Yeah, they'll obviously be aiming for that, and well, obviously with the rain on the horizon, it could change things a little bit, but we'll have to see whether that materialises or not.
We were on board with Ray Mayfield, and he had a great drift in the last corner. Joshua, it looks like the last two corners in the rain are quite tricky.
Oh yeah, from personal experience, I know they are very difficult. They're a lot slower than you think they are, so you got to be nice and careful through them, and really, you know, watch yourself in that sense. You know, got to obviously pace yourself in the rain, and well, just take it easy, really. But yeah, I was going to say about the track, actually, in general, it's quite a tricky circuit because it's not that long. It can be quite tight in places, and overtaking, there are a couple of chances, but there's places similarly where you can't get through.
Yeah. Well, we're currently on board with the youngest driver. It's Dan Hutt, and Dan Hutt is currently trying to have a feel of these conditions, and yeah. It's very interesting what he can do. He's, I believe, the youngest. I'm pretty sure he is. And he and his dad, yeah, how will they do? Because they're quite unknown in a field from known drivers. And those is the same with was it Kevin Samuels? What can they do? And even Nicholas Cole, what can they do? People we don't know, but yeah, they can just make names for themselves. And you think, oh, okay, welcome, yeah. But that's the kind of case this, so yeah.
Yeah, obviously, you know, we'll have to see what he can do. Dan Hood as well, obviously going to try and make a good first impression on the series, as I think all the new drivers are going to do as well. And well,
it's starting to rain very, very heavily.
Well, I can see it now. Now I can see the rain. That is rain, and oh, if it doesn't look to be going away anytime soon, that is going to really throw spanners in the works here. This could be a very interesting race, ladies and gentlemen. And let's not forget, new structure for the race weekends for the touring car seasons. It follows the same one as the Formula Championships. We have 40-minute race and a 20-minute race with a mandatory pit stop with 4 tyre changes in race 1. So, interesting to see how the touring cars get on in a longer race, because we had 320s last year.
Yeah, true. very true. I think this will be very tactical, the first race, and we're now currently on board with Adrian Bazzano, and now you can see how he's driving the car. Oh, now he's losing it, but yeah, that's quite logical. But you saw how
I think everyone's been caught out.
Yeah, I think the few corners before, you saw how easy he needs to be on the throttle pedal, and it was very, very nice to see. But yeah, I think you've got a lot of people who are just trying to get a feel which tire they need to use, because of course you know when it's raining you need to be on the wet tire or the intermediates if available. I'm actually not sure, but you want to know where that crossover point is. Josh, I think you can tell me more about that crossover point, or not?
Well, really, for each individual driver it varies, you know, because it's when you start to lose traction too much. But I imagine when the conditions are in now, it's definitely go for wet tires.
Yeah, but yeah, you can see it rains, and then yeah, it just stops like just around the limit when you want to switch to wet. Then you need to ask yourself, am I going to wet? Because then you will lose a lot of positions as well, and because you need to pit.
I imagine it's probably about the 25% wetness mark where these guys will start thinking, hang on, maybe I should be on wet tires here.
Yeah. You know what, it would be interesting if they start dry and they will it will rain like on lap 1 and everybody needs to go to the pits. That would be very cool. But
that would be awesome.
Yeah, and I hope if somebody foresees that they think, well, I will start from pits. I will take the start from the pits, but with the right tires or something, or just somebody who gambles. I like a gamble actually sometimes, because if you don't take a gamble, if you're not risking it a bit, you will not win. So yeah, this is very interesting, and those rain races are very interesting ways to do a gamble.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see how this goes. It's going to be.
Just see Kevin Samut, we were on board with him, he just nearly losing it, but he's got skill. He already made name for himself, he showed he got skill, and that was very cool. He lost it like 2-3 times from the rear, but he corrected, and that was very good to see.
Yeah, good to see. I mean, difficult stuff this in the rain, isn't it, really? Apparently it's now 100% rain in the chat, says Chris Shepard, so it really is a monsoon here in Austria. It's going to be so difficult for these drivers.
Yeah, that would be, this would be very, 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 very difficult.
If I saw this rain, I'd just turn around and go home.
Yeah, well, luckily, I'm looking in the commentary booth. Do we have some leaking spots here? No, we don't have, so...
Yeah, the roof is still holding up, ladies and gentlemen.
Luckily, it is. So yeah, it will be fun. Luckily, we're not getting wet. But yeah, this will be really hard for the drivers. It's a 40-minute race with some strategy. And then I ask you, Josh, what would you do with strategy? You don't know how long it will rain. Will it rain in race? I guess so.
It's already. My honest strategy would just be put the wets on and just wing it.
Yeah, but what would you do? Would you pit stop early because you feel the tires are getting less pretty quick, or will you go very long with the possibility it dries up and you can stop going for dries?
Well, my personal strategy has just been always run until the tyres run out, or until he's just started to run out so much that it's not worth staying on them anymore. But I've never really been one for massive amounts of strategy. But yeah, strategy in these conditions is not the first thing these drivers will be thinking about. The first thing these drivers will be thinking about is keeping it on the track, because they're going to lose a lot more time by mistakes than through strategy.
Yeah, and now we are still on board with Roy Versal, who's now currently P16, but that doesn't make any difference. He just wants to feel the car and how everything goes.
Oh, wow, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? It's just taken a turn for the very interesting with this torrential rain that we've just seen pour down on the Red Bull ring.
Big crash already in warm-up. I'm not sure who that was, but that was a big crash. I believe it was Niranjan Kumar. Ooh, is the car alright? The car looks alright, but that was quite a big hit.
Wow.
Actually, very cool looking car. The racing team Squelton put on. I actually know already as the idea from. So yeah, this is a very nice looking car. And yeah.
Well, this is going to be interesting. A couple of drivers saying they're really complaining about the conditions, but you know, some people just wanting to get on with it. And well, Thomas Haynes is saying Godspeed to us all. I think they're all going to need the best of luck in this rain. This is unprecedented. I didn't see this coming at all.
Yeah, but it will not start at this percentage, I think. So very interesting.
Well, you never know. You never know.
No.
Glad to see.
But what would be very interesting if some people are just still starting on dries and think, oh, we're just taking the risk.
Well, that would be mad in these conditions.
Yeah, but yeah, sometimes you need to risk it. Sometimes you need to think out of the box, but you don't need to be stupid and do something you know doesn't work. So we should see.
Right, so it's going to be about just seeing really as we wait for the session to be pasted into the race now.
Well, we finished with the warm-up, yeah.
Yeah, warm-up just coming to an end.
Yeah, Tobias Olsen is the fastest with Argo T the second and right killed P3, but this is not very difficult to say where everybody is in the rain because it was dry in the beginning. People who set the time in the beginning are just looking better than the guys who did that later in the session. So we'll go to a race session that everybody's got the same, and it will be interesting, very very interesting.
Yeah, and Splendid Reese saying everyone be careful. I think they'll need to be careful, all things considered, as well, we're going to get on with a race in just a couple of moments.
Okay, Joshua, can you tell some viewers here what's the point system of this WCS Megane?
Oh yes, of course, the point system. It follows, I think, the BTCC point system. So 20 points for the winner, 17 for second, 15 for third, 13 for fourth, and 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, all the way down to 15th place. And there is a point for pole position in the fastest lap. So you're tying, or there's a point. We've not even done race one.
So you're saying the top 15 gets points?
Yep, top 15 points.
So that means half of the grid, or well, we've got 27, nearly half of the grid.
We got 27 cars, so you know, it's going to be interesting to see who can get into that top 15.
Yeah, potentially they could all 27 get points, but not sure.
No, I doubt that. But over 2 races, perhaps, as well, the race is just going to start now, and well, 30 seconds until the rain kicks in, if there is any rain, because our Factor 2 generally takes about 30 seconds for the live weather. Or weather in general to formulate over the track. I know it's sunny now, but it might not be the case in 10 seconds. So it's going to be interesting to see what the drivers do here. Some are actually already going to the grid, despite the fact that the weather hasn't loaded yet.
Yeah.
And Chris Shepard has gone on and come off again. I think just waiting for the 10-second warning and seeing whether anything's going to change. No, actually, it doesn't look like there's going to be any rain for the start of the race.
Yeah, and you know, then you are about to, yeah. You need to start on dries now, I think. Yeah, you can take the risk and go for wet, but yeah.
You see, here's the thing, the track is wet, but there's no rain in the air.
Yeah, but how is the percentage then? Are they still on wet?
Yeah, they're all on wet because there's so much water coming off the track. But obviously, you know, there's just no rain coming down at the moment, so we'll see how this goes. But on the formation lap, we have Jarl Tyen for Elite Virtual Motorsports, leading us off on the formation lap from Sven de Vries in the Totally Spies racing car. Then it is Rai Kilk in 3rd place in the second of the TSR cars. And then Tobias Olsen 4th. And of course, Olsen driving for Ice Cold Racing.
Yeah.
5th is Matt Richard for Eval Sim Racing Team. Then it's Chris Shepard in the Stax Racing car. Then it's Roy Shorten in P74 Racing Team Shorten. Then Niranjan Kumar in the second RTS car in 8th. Danish Ranku 9th in the Wouters Automotive number 30. Then our reigning touring car champion, Argo Tida 10th for Eval. Bart de Vos 11th in the number 33 Wouters. Then it's Jason Muscat who'll start from the pit lane in 12th for Motorforce GP. Then it's Roy Vizal 13th in the Performance Racing car. Then Wesley Stefano for Hinds Motorsports. Thomas Hinds in the top 15. In the other Hinds car, then Kevin Samwood 16th for Malta Force. Then it's Eric Goldarkis, Bryce Colton 17th. Adrian Bazzano in 18th place. And Niels Voss in the stacks in 19th. Peter van Vardenberg 20th in the VR46 Racing Team car. Then it's Roland Hutt in the number 25 in 21st place. Then it is Nicholas Cole in 22nd in the other VR46 car. Rex Scott 23rd. Then Ryan Mayfield 24th for ST Racing. Then it's David Nichols in the other ST car and in 31st place. Then it is Simon Watman 26th in the 23 car there, the Backmarket Legends. Then Dan Hutt 27th in the number 10. And he rounds out the field. So, any picks from the win for you, Menno, all things considered? Because it's actually looking wet in some places on the track, but not wet in others.
Yeah, difficult. I think it will be the top 5 who makes the thing, and I would say it will be Sven.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see who does get out of the weather.
I got a feeling Jason, or he missed the start, or he just wants to do something different with strategy.
Now here we go. Kevin Samwood in the pits, I think, deciding on a last-minute tyre change. That's fair play to him.
And maybe Jason said the same. Very interesting.
Yeah, actually, there's no rain at all now on the track. So, you know, some people on the wet tyres haven't really gotten this right, because I don't see any rain now.
This is very smart, I think, for them.
I think winner for this race might actually be Matt Richards. I've just got a sneaking suspicion about Richards. He might get this right. But either way, cars lining up on the grid now and waiting for the lights to illuminate here at the Red Bull Ring. And Roy Bizarre coming to the end of the pit lane. And, well, cars just making the way. I don't think someone's quite in the grid box, which is why we have a wait. But either way, here we go. The lights are illuminating. We have 2 sets of lights, 3 sets of lights, 4 sets. And here the Red Bull Ring. The Megane Trophy is going. I think Tyne actually jumped the start of it there. Rolled forward a bit too soon, perhaps. But either way, it's going to be Tyne leading the field into turn 1. We have De Vries behind. We have Kilk behind. De Vries lunges into one, gets through. And then Kilk, Olsen round behind them. Luckily, he spins out of the way. Not going to make contact with anybody. But he is there. And Olsen, he did reverse into somebody. And then, he didn't quite get the car stopped. Problems at the start there for Olsen. And whoever he made contact with. But Tyne getting a good start, at least, from De Vries, from Kilk, from Richards, from Tina, who's been overtaken by Shivangu. He's going to get the cut back because he went too deep. Tina through to 5th. Now Shivangu 6th. Jordan 7th. Shepard 8th.
Sven De Vries got the lead from Tyne.
I didn't notice that. Yeah, he's gone past Jarl. Sven into the lead then for Tony Spies Racing. But here comes Tyne down the inside of Schlossgold. He's locked it up. He's got a bit of a problem on the exit there, and Kilk's going to sandwich him in. So it's a 1-3 for TSR at the moment. And Sven De Vries really leading it.
There is Kilk coming. Kilk.
Oh, that's close. And he's made contact with Kilk.
Crash! Onboard crash.
He's made contact with Kilk big time there, and he's off the road. That's not good from that, and Wright won't be very happy about that one, that's for sure. It was actually coming into turn 4, they made contact. Tina, he just went down the inside and he made contact. The door was there. He just tapped him and he got loose, so... Well, he won't be happy about that.
Yo! What the
yes, Tyne's...
They're all pitting!
He must have been on the wrong tyres, that's why. He must have been on the wrong tyres. Maybe he started on wets inadvertently. Richards in too, so maybe the same story there. As is, contact in the pits between Tyne and Richards. And Jarl's going to make a turnaround now in front of Hinds, who goes into his pit box, and this is going catastrophically wrong for Tyne.
Yeah, and look at Muscat. He did the right thing. Keep calm, Jason. Keep calm. He did the right thing. He called it. I'm going to say he called it.
Well, perhaps so. He's in 18th at the moment, going to try and get past Rex Scott, but back at the front, Sven De Vries quite a while ahead of Tina now, who's ahead of Shivangu, from Shepard, from Kilk. And those two are having a battle for 4th at the moment, Shepard and Kilk at the moment. Wright going for the inside after problems with Argo Tina. He's going to have a look at the Schlossgold now for 4th place. He's through before they get in corner, but will he hold it?
Well, we were just on board with Jason, and we have some crashing, and I believe it was one of the Hutt family, I believe. Yeah, this is of course very tricky. Let's go on the to the leading. Tobias Olsen now just driving out of the pits.
Here comes Summit down the inside of Shepard, goes through into 5th place there, and now Roy Shorten tackling as well. Maybe Chris Shepard's on the wrong tyres as well. He's going to lose quite a bit of position here as Shorten now tails him.
Yeah, true. Wow.
Jordan here really giving it the full beans down into the final 2 turns. Roy's got the draft on Chris, and he's going to look here down the inside. Well, he's not going to look down the inside. He's not going to try. Oh, Nick Cole tries to go for it there. It doesn't quite work, though. And now Mayfield, Ryan Mayfield down the inside. Oh, Mayfield, bolt spin. Oh, no, and Nicholas Cole now has to wait. He was in 8th place as well. That was a great run from him, and it just come to a slightly impromptu push down the order there. But as your top 5 is at the moment, it is De Vries, Tida, Sharangu, Kilk, Samus.
Oh, we've got Dan Hood crashing. What happened there?
I don't know what's happened with Dan Hood there, but he is quite far down the order at this point. Shepard, though, chased by Shorten, chased by Voss, chased by Watman, who I said was one to look out for, perhaps, because of his consistency. He's in 9th at the moment.
Yeah, look at that.
Simon Watman proving, if ever, that pace does not always win the race, but consistency keeping on the track can.
Oh,
he's in
look
9th.
at Niels de Vos. Look at Niels de Vos.
Voss, yes. Voss is challenging Schroten for P7 now, and this is going to be an interesting start to see. He's going to go around the outside of Schroten. There he goes into 7th.
And in all my excitement, I said de Vos. Sorry.
Well, it's practically the same surname, I mean, but Niels Voss has now got past Chris Shepard as well. On a flyer at the moment is the Dutchman. He's passed Shepard into 6th place now, chasing down Samet and the likes. Tida and De Vries, only about 1.5 seconds separates them at the moment.
Yeah. So, after 3 laps, who do you think?
Oh dear. Oh, Vazai, look at this. We've got a 4-way battle now. Simon Watman's been closed down by Schroden, by Vazile, and as well as that, by Muscat. All of them going for the position at once. Only one of them can have it. It looks like it's not going to be anyone but Watman, though. Watman's catching up to Shepard. This is a mental battle for 7th.
We're on board with Vazile, who's got 4 cars in front of him. Oh, and he's got one. Oh.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Wide RTS, and that's going to put him through a place. And, well, I'm tantalised by this battle in the moment. Really good stuff as Muscat holds the inside.
Look at that, look at that. Chris isn't anywhere. I'm surprised. I thought he would have been one of the contenders of the win. So I think he's got the wrong tires, or he just hopes that it starts raining very quick. Right. We're still on board with Roy Verzal, who is now chasing Simon Watman. But if I can see the grip of the car from Roy Verzal, he will get close to Simon Watman. He will look at the inside, breathe in, breathe out, and overtake! Overtake! Yes, he got it. So, well done. And Simon is still in P9, so that's pretty good as well. From this 27 car field. This is a very big field, and yeah, we're very proud that we can bring all those drivers to you, and yeah, it looks very good racing. Of course, there was a bit of sliding in the backfield, but I think with those raining conditions, you can't help it, Josh, right? I mean, if you're not on the right track, like on the idle racing line, you will lose so much grip on your front and on your rear end. It's difficult to manage.
Yeah, especially with there being minimal rubber on track as well. You know, that's going to have washed away, and these guys are going to be dealing with effectively a green track here. So, you know, they need to be on the racing line because the track is going to start rubbering in, and that is going to be crucial to these drivers' overall pace. It's, oh, Shibranko has a bit of an off there, and going into Remus here. Going to allow Kilt to catch up slightly, but there's still quite a bit of distance between them at the moment.
Yes, well, we're now following Son de Vries, who is being chased by Argo Cheater. So yeah, you could argue this. Not Argo. You could argue nothing really has changed, but yeah, actually a lot did change. Only yeah, you can see who just benefited with the situation.
Yeah, definitely we can see the victors coming out of this. Sven de Vries, one of them of course, leading the race at the moment, from Argo Tita, from Danny Sharanko, from Kilk, Samit Voss, Muscat. Things really start to calm down a bit in certain areas of the track after the frantic first couple of laps. But Muscat and Vazile having an interesting battle here for 7th and 8th places. And, well, Menno, these two very good drivers, this should be an interesting battle.
This will be a very interesting battle because they both know how to perform. They just know how to drive these cars. They know how to drive, to battle, and yeah. It will be difficult for Vazile to overtake Muscat, of course, but yeah. I see a lot of grip in the car of Roy, and so I would not be surprised if he still overtakes Jason, because Roy has a feeling with those cars, with those touring cars. So yeah.
Yeah, he is quite talented in touring cars. We saw him take some great results in the BMW Championship last year. He tailed off towards the end of the season, but perhaps new cars is exactly what he needs to revitalise himself and just get back into the game, really. Maybe didn't like the BMWs as much as he likes these Meganes.
Yeah, but I think it might be sooner Jason overtakes Niels than Roy overtakes Jason.
Oh, Roy getting very close there on the brake and going down into Remus there.
He's getting racy, and let's see, where is Jarl in all this, or Pulse, is there?
Tyen is, Tyen's well back in the order. He's down in 21st. He's really struggled off the start there. So we're going to have to see if he can catch back up, but not really been his race,
is that a
to be honest with you.
Is that a case of wrong strategy, or...?
Maybe wrong tyres. Yeah, wrong tyres perhaps at the start, and he suffered for it. He's had to pit in, and he's lost a lot of time as a result. Well, it might not be the wrong tyres.
Oh, it's started raining.
I see cloud and rain forming, so there you go. And De Vries in immediately reacts straight off the bat. Tina has to stay out, Shiranku staying out, Kilk staying out, Samish, let's see what Kevin Samet does.
Oh,
Samet is holding up, he's going to stay out as well.
This is interesting. This is very interesting. We're following Sven now. He's in the pit.
Oh, and here comes Roy Verzile down the inside of Voss there. Well placed by the Dutchman to get through. Now he chases Jason Muscat. And I'll tell you this, those who, if there's anyone on the wet tyres, they'll be thanking their lucky stars, because now they're on the right rubber. But Tyen won't be very happy, though. He just switched off them.
But the question is, well, there's a very long pistol for Sven. The real question is, did the rain tyres, if people are still on them, did they not worn out?
Yeah, that's the question. Have they taken too much wear? So, perhaps slicks at the start might have been the best strategy, and then move straight out of the wet tyres after that. But perhaps that's going to be the strategy for most of these drivers. Tina, though, still out. Shirangu out. Kilk out. Samet out. Verzile out. Well, Verzile and Muscat are now battling for 5th.
Yeah.
These two go side by side coming into Schloss
on board with Jason.
Jason on the outside going into Schloss Gold. Verzile has the inside. Uses that to his advantage. Hits the brakes later. And Muscat can do nothing.
So we should look at the Argo now. Will he hit? I think he will be forced to, or will he not? Yeah.
What will Tina do round the final couple of corners? No, he stays out. So, I mean, I can't tell what tyres these guys are on, because there's not been any difference in texture between the wets and the dries. But I assume Tina must be on the wet tyres then.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't think that it's dry and wet enough to warrant going onto them yet.
What will Roy and Jason do? Jason will pit, I think. He will. Will he?
Well, we'll see what Muscat does. He's holding. No, he stays out, as does Verzile. He wants to try and react to Verzile here,
but news for this. I think this is smart.
Yeah, Vossen, that'll be for a switch over. David Nichols behind in 8th, I assume will stay out. Yes, he does. Botman stays out.
For Niels, that is smart. I mean, I don't think it's raining too hard, otherwise the other will pit. But I think for Niels, this is a risk, but this is a risk worth taking.
Well, offline, it's 31% now.
No, Niels Voss missed his grip box.
Niels Voss has missed, and Voss has missed his pit box. He's going to have to wait until he gets back in it, though, luckily. And, well, now we can see the rain. Farrago Tito at the front. Now he surely has to pit. That is not the right. If he's on the slick tyres, it's the wrong tyre now. About 31% wet offline, 4% online, and it's raining at a rate of 27%. So, reasonably light rain at the moment.
Oh, Ryan and Jason still next to each other.
Still going for it. Menno can't contain himself, but Verzile holding the position at the moment. Muscat can't go anywhere again.
No.
Well defended by Roy.
No, I was clapping like a madman because I know those two guys well, and they know each other well. So this is more than just a battle. This is, you want to show you're faster than the other one, and yeah, I was like, I feel the tension between them in a good way.
Yeah, it's a good-looking battle. It's really 4 minutes in itself.
And, Argo went through, but Shirangu in.
Yeah, Shirangu pits. Shirangu, obviously Tina making these drives, working the way then, but Daniel Shirangu in the Wilders Automotive car.
Yeah, true, and everybody's going on, look like.
Yeah, and we're only about a third of the way through this race, surprisingly.
Shirangu did the same, I believe, misses his grid box. But
easy to do in this rain.
Yeah.
Easy to do, and it looks like it's chucking it down now, anyway. It looks like as heavy as it was before. Apparently it's 41% and 58 off. It's just come back.
Yeah. Oh, and we've got a whole train of cars coming in.
Yep, here we go. Nichols, Watman, Scott, Hood, Haynes, Mayfield, Brazzano, all in, as is Stefano. Tyan stays out, Shepard stays out, Niels Voss stays out, Roy Shorten stays out. Obviously, some people calling it now, and Nichols has missed his pit box by a country mile.
that looks very funny. But yeah, Sven de Vries is the one who called it best, I think.
Yeah, de Vries may have called this best. Tida must come in soon if he's not already on the wet.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe he's already on the wet. I don't know. But Tida, either way, in the lead of this race from Kilk, from Summit, from Pazile, Muscat, Vought, De Vos, De Vries, Durancu, Kumar, Tyan. Coming in the top 10. All Tyan's on a roll.
Yeah.
So maybe he went onto the wet from the dries and teeter in, finally. And maybe Right Kilt's going to respond to this. He's going to try. No, he's just gone way wide, and he has to stay out.
We can just say he was on the wrong strategy.
Yeah, Kilk is still on the dries.
Yeah.
Evidently, Samet is trying to come in, but no, Samet didn't even try to come in there, sorry. Bazile! Bazile's had an incident. He's come off the track, perhaps due to the wetness of it. Samet stays out, obviously. Teeter in, change on the wet. Muscat in. Bazile, I assume, will have to come in if he just had an incident, and does. De Vos will probably consider it as well, as he's holding to the inside here. And, yep, De Vos in too.
I'm really lost where everybody is. I believe Sven made a mistake, because I believe he was in front of Sriranku.
Oh yeah, De Vries off! De Vries off! He has gone off there and he's rejoined the track, but he's finding it difficult. What happened is he slowed. Ben slowed and then he lost it out of 5.
Jason as well missed his grid box.
Oh, yeah, Sven lost it out of 5 and he's dropped position. So Right Kilp leads at the moment from Summit, from Tida, from Muscat, De Vos, Vazile, tying up to 7th though and gaining. He's in the 5th now because of the people who have pitted. I think Jarl Tyan has pulled a master stroke here.
I'm not so sure. It could be. He was clearly on the wrong strategy and now he's on the right one, but will he win it?
He specs something, but Menno, this is torrential rain here in Austria. It's 74% and climbing, 86% wet offline. This is basically monsoon conditions now. This is like old Formula 1, this, when they raced in the rain.
Yeah.
This is racing now. This is a challenge for the drivers.
Now, how was that song? Drifting to the moons? Oh, no, that was just a joke. But, wow, we're on board with Right Kilk, and you see...
Yeah, Kilt's got to come in now. It's way too wet to be on the slicks now. You have to be mad to try the slicks in these conditions. Even 91% offline.
Even the entrance of the pits is a big thing to ask.
Yeah, because of the aquaplane. You know, there's aquaplane on the brink with this much water. That's the problem. Tito not though. He will take the lead of this race.
But he already pitted, right?
Yeah, Tito already pitted. That's why he's probably called this right.
Oh, and
Tito's going to take.
Right, missed it as well.
Yep, and yep, Kilk is. That's the problem. You got to brake very early. Again, and Daniel Schranko stays out. I think having already pitted. Yep, Jarl Tyan is pitted at the start of the race. Obviously on the correct tyres now. With no tying in. So he was on the dries until now.
Nice.
Oh, okay. That's interesting from Tyan. Muscat though, Jason Muscat. Let's see what he does. I assume he's Muscat has already. I think he may have already pitted, but De Vos stays out. Shepard out. And, well, this is interesting stuff now, isn't it? Because it's so wet. 98% rain. It's just torrential.
Yeah.
Honestly, right? This is the sort of weather that would just force me inside. But these guys are racing, and that's brave.
And don't you dare to step out of this commentary booth, Josh, because then you will be very wet.
Yeah, Dan Hood has gone off again, but you know, I guess it's just.
Oh, Simon Watman, and who's that?
Oh no, Simon Watman and Kumar. Yeah, Kumar's gone through into 9th there. Watman went wide at the final second to last turn. Kumar got the draft. Watman braked very early. Kumar just went down the inside of turn 1.
Yeah,
that was brave from the engine, but well placed. Watman, I imagine, will just be taking it nice and easy in this rain, which is now, by the way, 99% intensity, 100% intensity, and if you go off the line, you are just going to outplane.
Yeah. So take it easy, and, yeah, get it.
This has to be one of the wettest sim races I've ever watched. This is just torrential.
This is one of the wettest sim races I ever watched, and yeah, more reasons than one. Yeah, this.
I'll tell you this. I've driven in 100% rain before, just for the fun, really, and it's
what's
not
happening
fun.
there? What's happening there? Wesley and Ryan Mayfield.
Yep, Stefano and Mayfield are going for 11th and 12th. Stefano through at the moment, but Mayfield breaks late. But is it too late? He's on the outside, and Stefano's going to get a better drive here. He'll have the racing line. Mayfield's going to be out playing City here, and he does lose the track position.
We're on board with Thomas Hinton. That looked a bit scary if you see the car coming into you.
Into the inside, and other cars as well. This is just torrentially wet at the moment. Yeah, Hens was behind Mayfield and Stefano. Mayfield just went off on his own, and dearie me, Mayfield lost it massively. Got a massive fishtail on the exit of that turn. Couldn't avoid Hens. Hens couldn't avoid him. Hens to the inside, Mayfield to the inside. Nothing could be done there. It's just that wet.
Yeah. You saw how wetty grass was as well.
Oh, and DeVos and Muscat, the fifth bot, leans down the inside of Remus and gets through. Well placed by Bart DeVos to get into fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is such a wet track at the moment. These guys are going to be creeping around with ultimate trepidation. And, well, I would not like to be anyone on the track at this moment. It's even Daniel Shravanga's he's not immune driven. He's gone up as well. Brizano off. Hilk is going to catch up on Shiranku here.
Will it be the case? Maybe.
Well, I'm going to take a completely different outlook to this race now. I'm going to try and conserve my energy. I'll tie in past Chris Shepard.
But let's be honest, Arco Teeter, this was so smart from him.
Teeter's played this perfectly.
Yeah.
He's played it as well as a master plays there, ukulele. Yeah. And, well, Teeter is really just storming ahead now. 19.93 seconds at the last point. And Shiranku has not really lost time, but he's got to gain 19 in torrential rain, and that's not going to be easy going.
Where is Sven de Vries in all of this?
De Vries is down in 16th.
Oh.
He's dropped quite away. And, not even Sven finding this easy, and he's very talented.
Mm-hmm.
So, nobody is immune from the wet weather. We know what we say about rain, man. It is the great equalizer, and it's proving that today.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
In the rain with fixed setups, everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah, true.
As Chris Shepard in. Shepard in, I assume, for new tyres, as he's going to massively overshoot his pit box.
Oh!
So, yeah, he'll have to reverse. Is he? No, he's in. He is in his pit box. Sorry, I take that back. Chris Shepard gets it. Right, sure, they're going to go through. All tying though, making a comeback in at 7th at least. Chirango out with engine problems.
Oh no, this was your chance, Daniel.
Oh yeah, Daniel Shiranku. What actually happened? It just blew up. It was going. Oh no, Shiranku was going down the back lot out of Remus. The car went into neutral, and then he went into first, and that blew the engine. Didn't put the clutch in when he shifted up. Oh, Daniel, that is unfortunate. But out of the race now from third.
Let's see, in all of this, who's the biggest surprise? I think I know, it's the guy on P3.
Yeah, Kevin Samet, new to WCS, and he's going to get a podium. Yeah. This is very good running from Kevin.
Well, this is extremely good, because this was one of the guys we said in the preview. Well, he could be potentially very good, but yeah, we don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. He's proving at the very minimum, then in the rain he's very good.
Yeah, we just watched him, and out of the last corner you saw his back end step out, but he corrected. So, yeah. We always learn new faces, new names, and yeah, Cement is making a name for himself. And yeah, very good for Multiverse as well. But Jason in P5, that could be very interesting for that team.
Yeah, very interesting start of the season, at least for Multiverse, and well... You can't argue that they're not having a good start with cars in 3 and 5. Samet and Muscat obviously doing good jobs at the moment. If I was going to say that very posh. But yeah, Muscat and DeVos are only about 2 seconds between each other. But in this rain, overtaking is very, very difficult.
Yeah.
You just got to wait for your opponent to make a mistake, really, you think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't imagine you'd like to be driving in this, would you, Menno?
Oh, I would love to. But yeah,
well, okay then.
I like rain. I like the risk of rain, but yeah, if you're not going well, it's really not cool. But if you're going well, of course it's cool, because it gives an extra dimension in driving. Because more than on the right track, you can't make a mistake. You need to brake on the right time and not later, not earlier. So,
well, everything's good if it's working for you, isn't it?
yeah.
But yeah, right, Kelk at least is going to be thinking this second place isn't working for me, but he can't really catch Tita. That's the problem, because Argo is just so good in the rain.
Yeah. But it was not only that Argo was good in the rain. I think he with strategy did the right thing as well.
Yeah, indeed, and well, I'll tell you this. Argo Tita is about to finish lap, well, he started lap 15, so we're actually pretty much 2/3 of the way through this race at the moment. And you wouldn't think it, would you?
No. Should we look at the whole standing starting from 27 to 1?
It might be a good idea to go from 1 to 27, Menno, if you'd like to do that.
Well, you can do it as well.
No, I'll give you the job. You haven't done much this broadcast.
Give me the job, okay. Okay, well, in 27th position, retired Matt Richards. Poor Matt Richards. I was thinking he was one of the people who could have won it. The P26, Nicholas Cole. He showed quite good pace in the beginning. With P25, Rick Scott. With Dan Hutt still driving, but he's really slow. I think the rain is really difficult for Dan. But yeah, he learns. I'm sure this will be a good sim racer in the future. But yeah, everything needs his time. P23, Daniel Siranko. With P22, Adrian Bizano. With P21, Ryan Mayfield. With Roland Hutt, P20. Erik Gordendijk's P19 with Niels Wasson P18, with P17 for Peter van Woudenberg, P16 for Roy Vistal, and now we go into the points scoring positions with David Nichols in P15, Sven de Vries P14, with Thomas Hintz P13, with Chris Shepard P12, and Tobias Olsen P11, with Wesley Stefano P10, and Simon Watman P9 and Roy Sloten P8. That's actually a quite good battle, Josh. 10 to 8. We've got Niranjan Kumar in P7 with Jarl Tyen in P6, with Jason Muscat in P5, with Bartofos P4, with Kevin Salmon in P3, with the right Kilk in P2, and Argo Tita in P1. So Josh.
Yeah. And Tita really just having a good time with it. Isn't he? He's having a great race.
Mm-hmm.
It's a calm race, if anything, but he's not had much to battle. But he's making the most of the conditions.
Yeah, I've got a feeling Bartofos is catching Samus.
Perhaps so. I think he's very close anyway. So this could be interesting between the two of them.
Mm-hmm. And Jason, of course, behind that.
Yeah. Jason Muscat behind in 5th, then Ty in 6th, Kumar 7th as we know, and then the whole 8th to 10 battle. Oh, Stefano off though, so Shepard goes through, but he's had oversteer at the turn 1 too. I think most drivers got turn 1 oversteer in these conditions.
Yeah, true. It's difficult corner to time. I mean,
even on the racing line, it's 56% wetness, and that's very wet.
Yeah, that's very, very wet, even when you have got rain tires. And then you can have a crazy koala on board, but yeah, it's gonna help you get more grip. Like Thomas Hintz now has on his car, so yeah. It's turned out to be a very interesting race. Of course, we knew that a bit after qualifying, warm-up. But yeah, it turned out to be very different from what I could think.
Yeah, this has not been a predictable race in any meaning of the word. It's just we didn't expect the rain to be this heavy. We didn't expect the rain in warm up. We didn't expect perhaps people to have problems, stay out as long as they did. But Tita with a bit of a squiggle at the front. But yes,
and Samet is being passed by.
Oh yeah, DeVos is through.
Yeah. Oh, and another one. I think Samet has.
Oh, now Samet wide at turn 1. So I imagine Muscat. Yep, his own teammate's going to be side by side when Van Brandenburg rejoins. We have Muscat, Samet. Battling it out now, Multiforce GP battle for 4th.
Is this interesting? Is this tires? Because I believe they went pretty early with tires. Is it just yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe the tires are worn.
Perhaps so, but we won't know for sure until the end of the race, I think. But yeah, Samet and Muscat. I think Jason's starting to put daylight now between him and his teammate. Oh, go! Shepard's really struggling, the race leader, even not immune from the rain. I mean, come on, 50% rain. No one can deal with that,
I think
easily.
it might be the tires. The tires are even worn. Because here, you still saw them drifting even in the rain. So I'm wondering if the tires are...
No, you know what it is, man? I think it's just the conditions, to be honest. I mean, even the wet tyres can only display so much. Whoa, Tarantino's struggling, as we can see. Kilk is actually starting to close in on him now, so this might be battle for the lead.
Yeah, but somebody like Samu, who looked very good the whole race, he's just dropping down like a, well, like a stone, I would not say, but he's losing a lot.
Yeah, we say that, but so is Tino, evidently, by the looks of it. And, well, obviously, as the conditions get worse, everybody struggles. I mean, I doubt anyone could really, find an easy time of it in conditions like this, but Kilk is just slicing time out of Tina here.
Yeah, true. Oh, yes. Someone can follow and...
I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, I wouldn't be able to deal with this much rain, but, I imagine it's very difficult for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it's a handful.
Very much a handful indeed. A real test of the driver's abilities.
Oh, we're on board with Jarl, and Kevin Samuel had a bit of a problem with the back marker.
Yep, Tyan through on Ross here, who's the back marker, just getting lapped, and now Tyan's going to have a look into Remus on Samet on the inside. He's got the preferential line, but he's got to brake early. If he doesn't want to aquaplane, hits the brakes, nudges ahead, and Jarl Tyan is ahead, but he's overshot it, I think. Or has he? No, Samet doesn't capitalise. Jarl Tyan in the 5th.
Yeah, Jarl has a good ending, I believe, so he can still go to P4, I think.
They are making good use of these 56% wet conditions online. Really, he needs to stick to the racing line, Jarl. That's what he needs to do. Just stick to the racing line to get through, because he's going on to 96% wet tarmac. He's just going to aquaplane if he goes off the racing line. He needs to be careful here, does Jarl. He doesn't need to get overly enthusiastic, because he's going to lose masses of grip if he does.
That's true.
It's probably why we see Argo Tina struggling, because he's probably on the outside 96% line. That's why he's sliding around so much. I don't blame him for struggling on 96%. It's like driving on sheet ice.
Yeah, it could also be a case of overheating tires, even in the wet. If you are just heating them too much or have a slight moment, then yeah, tires are a bit difficult.
Yeah, the tyres are never easy things to manage at the best of times. Never mind in the wet as Chris Shepard goes through and Simon Watman for 9th place there. The Shepard into 9th. Watman still holding a top 10 though. Thomas Hinds is chasing in that. Hinds Megane there, and well, perhaps he'll be liking the rain a little bit more than other drivers because Watman in fact goes off there and he's just gonna go through Hinds.
He goes through Hinds? Okay. This is
the Hinds through. Into 10th then. Oh, now he's going for Shepard. Look at this, Chris Shepard.
Whoa.
He's going to be starting to feel the pressure here from Thomas Hinds behind. Can he make it 2 positions?
He will, I think. Let's see.
As we say, Thomas Hinds a very good driver. Sometimes luck not on his side, but seems to be today he's going to be on for top 10. Into turn 1, then he goes, and Shepard's got a good line though. That's the problem. Not going to get the draft, obviously, because I think he's a bit too far away. And in these conditions, perhaps you don't want to be faster than your opponent. You just want them to make a mistake and you not.
Yeah, it's true. And yeah,
really has been a good drive from Hinds all this race.
Yeah, well, he was quite not there in the beginning, but
Shepard! There you go. See, Shepard gets a bit too much oversteer on the exit of Remus. The Hinds is going to have the superior drive down to Schlossgold. He's going to get through before the corner, but will Shepard retake it on the corner entry? That's the question, and well, Chris Shepard about to answer it with a yes or no, and the answer is in fact no. Not going to. Hinds is going to hold 9th. But now we need to know. Shepard locked it up. Shepard, that was all Shepard. That just locked the brakes or something. The back swung round. Nothing he could do. It is so wet, this track. It just practically went itself. And Shepard down to 12th and struggling to get it back going again, as you do in the wet. Stefano is going to have a chance at 12th.
Yeah, and it was actually
and Shepard steering off again. Yeah, understeer now for Shepard. Stefano through, De Vries through, and Chris Shepard will be fuming.
It actually was a 5-star 360 from Shepard just a while ago. That looked very in control, but yeah, it's really wet and really difficult.
Yeah, really difficult stuff.
Oh,
but,
and I believe Jason and
Tyan and Jason, yes, Tyan and Muscat. Oh, contact between the two, I believe, but Tyan still holding on the outside. It's going to be a run down to Schlossgold that decides who gets through here. But yeah, just going into Remus, the two of them. I don't know whether there was contact or not. I think there was just a tiny bit. Muscat on the inside, though. Got nudged inside, but tying through in the fourth. The All-Time had the outside there, and he made it stick through Schlossgold. And Muscat now dropping into fifth, though there was contact going into Remus between the two. So maybe Muscat won't be happy about that specifically. But on lap 20, you know, with 5 to go, anything could still change, especially in this weather.
You notice that Argo is still losing a lot to Ride?
Argo is still losing time to Kilk. Yeah, this could still be right. Kilk going through for the lead. This could still change. Oh, Tina spins! Tina spins in the final turn. That's going to lose him even more time, but Kilk gets a bit wiggly too.
Oh.
Is that going to be the undoing of the race leader?
This is where the fun starts.
This is what Kilk needed. This is a mistake from Tina. This is what he needed.
Oh. This will be really...
Oh, and it's cost him 9 seconds as well. That's a huge amount of time to lose. In fact, coming to the first turn, I think it's gone down to... He's 3 seconds behind now, Kilk. I think there's going to be a lead change here.
Difficult to say. There's only 5 or 4 to go, and
there's 4 laps, but look at the rate the Wright's catching down.
Yeah, but he still needs to pass, and I'm pretty sure... Argo,
yeah, and remember Argo though. Remember Argo's just overheated these tyres by spinning, so he's going to have even more difficulty. He's going to be slow until he gets the tyres back up to a good temperature.
Yeah, true. Oh, so it will be 4 hot last laps. So yeah,
gonna be interesting times, that's for certain. As I'm going to keep an eye on the gap between Kilk and Tita as they come round. Yep, 7/10 in that first sector alone.
And then you're forgetting that Bart de Vos is still only on 8 seconds.
Yeah, so, you know, De Vos still in contention for second, perhaps, but got to try and catch Right Kilk before he does anything.
Yes, we're now...
Tita is still struggling. Look at it, he just can't get it turned properly. Really struggling in this wet conditions as anybody would. I do not blame him for not having a good time of it. But, well, Kilk is just closing him down second by second now. Oh, he's off again! He's off again! And this time Kilk does go through for the lead. Well, what did I say? It just looked like he was struggling a bit there, did Argo.
Yeah.
And I think he came up. Oh, Dan Hood was already off ahead, and he managed to get through on him. But yeah, Tina down in the second, and De Vos chasing down, but Right Kilk leads.
Yeah, but this is strange. You think, oh, Argo got discovered. He's so smart and so, but he makes a mistake. Well, I'm not sure if this is what he's going again. I think this is just the cause of the spinning of the last lap. Well, he now loses P2.
And would have heated the tyres up.
He overheated the tyres. I think this is not his mistake now. I think his first mistake a lap ago. I think this is causing it.
Perhaps so, but Tita trying to close in on De Vos through turn 1. He's been passed by, obviously, by De Vos.
Yeah.
And Bart through into second, Tita now third, but he's trying to close in again at least. He's putting up a fight.
Yeah.
And that's what we like to see. Right Kilk will really, as long as he can just get at the end now. Surely, if these two are battling, he must have this in the bag.
Yeah, true.
We'll see if Estonia can win the very first race of the Megane Championship. But, well, not going to be Argo Tita the Estonian, but perhaps Right Kilk the Estonian who wins.
Yeah. Well,
De Vos, though, and Tita still battling it out here, tying. Muscat still behind as well. Lots of positions yet to be determined in this race, of course. So we never know what's going to happen.
Oh. Well,
either way, we'll have to keep a good eye on this race for these last 3 laps. We're on lap 22. We have 3 to go. And Right Kilk, obviously your leader at the moment for Total Spies Racing. From Bart de Vos in the Waters on a motor car, and then the top 3 ran out by Argo Tita for Eval's racing team. So interesting top 3 there. Again, one that you probably may have expected, but the circumstances certainly not.
Yeah.
So this, man, I did not expect a rain race coming in today.
I didn't expect it as well. So, yeah, Bart
it's caught both of them by surprise then.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I might expect a bit of rain, but not like this. Not like this. I mean,
not this level of rain.
You've got rain, and you've got like the whole sea is going over the circuit and just
it's like the whole North Pacific's just been dumped on the Red Bull bearing. It's like that is how forget cars. You need canoes in conditions like this.
Canoes. This is well. Are we in Venice or no? No.
Yes. Welcome to the WCS Canoe Championship, brought to you from the Red Bull Ring.
Yes.
Well,
this is...
I tell you this, Right, Kilk will be wishing he had a canoe at the moment, but, well, he does in the form of that rider, which is going very well. Bartavos is doing sort of chip damage to his lead here, but it's not enough at the moment. He's not closing in enough.
But knowing Bart, I think he will take P2, and he thinks, well, that it could be a lot of worse than this.
Perhaps now he's probably just thinking, do I really want to risk this secure P2 to go for first and maybe lose second, or I just want to stick with what I've got? It really is the scenario of, do I hold with what I've got, or do I gamble it all on another position?
Well, I can tell you how a rider is now driving. I think Bart knows that he needs to take, well, a stupid risk to close that gap, so he knows he needs to not do that. And we got Rusty Stefano pits.
Yeah, Stefano in. Very late pit for Stefano. Maybe needs a splash of fuel or just changing tyres. I don't know. Or doing something. We'll have to see what he is doing. But yeah, DeVos, I think, definitely got his sensible head on. Just going to try and consolidate this second rather than try and push for first, because I just don't. I don't think the risk is worth myself, and I think Bart thinks likewise.
Yeah, I think he knows what he needs to do, and
he's got it under control, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing, and that's the important thing here. As Right Kilk starts lap 24 of 25. This is the last lap but one, and the Estonian on his way to the very first victory of the season at this race.
Let's go on board with Right Kilk for a few corners.
Well, fair enough then. You can just see how wet it is, though, can't you? From this onboard camera, you can just see how difficult these drivers have it. Coming around the corner here, he's coming around Remus, and well, Kilk, you just see the amount of rain he's dealing with.
Yeah, I bet the drivers still get wet even when they are sitting in the cockpit. I'm sure there are some fins or some things where the water is coming in. It's raining so hard. Yeah,
if you had a realism mods enabled, you can have a water get spraying water at you and a fan blowing wind in your face. But I'm sure they don't want that in this condition. How much is for certain, but Right Kilk, at least, you know, having a good time at the moment in the lead of this race. Just taking it nice and easy. DeVos is closing in, but he's not closing in quickly enough. I don't think he's trying actively to go for first at the moment. But Tita behind, just trying to defend from Jarl. Time at the moment. As, oh, here comes Jarl down the inside of turn 4. And he's not going to get through, surprisingly, but he's going to keep the pressure on Tita. Now 5, and Nichols is there. Tita has to go lift and go down the inside, and Jarl through.
Yeah, this is very. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Oh, well, Bart DeVos and Algo Tita both go wide at the second last turn, but Tita coming around, just round with Tyne at the moment. Hoot is, oh, that was close between Tita and Hoot, and Muscat hit Hoot. Oh, he was on the middle of the track. He probably could have reversed him it, but Right Kilk starts the final lap at the moment. Into turn 1, Bartavos is closing in again. I think it's going to be close at the line, but it won't be close enough. He's got to get 2.8 seconds, and I just don't think he's in with a chance here to get that much time in one lap.
True. Let's see if something will change the last lap.
Hard to say if it does, but really has been a great race either way.
Yeah, it's been a great race.
I mean, as I say, I did not expect this rain coming in, and then all of a sudden it's just like torrential downpour, and we get this fantastic race.
Yeah, well, I must say I have been warned that it would be rain, but yeah, not this kind of rain.
Yeah, you were warned about rain, not a tornado.
No, not a tornado.
Yeah, this is the full-on monsoon here in Austria at the moment. But yeah, Right Kilk has dealt with it brilliantly. He's just bided his time. Argo Tita, the race leader, made mistakes and then dropped to 4th. And he will be ruining that. He'll be wanting to make amends in the second shorter sprint race. That much is for certain, and perhaps he will do. Jarl Tyne will be very pleased with his comeback. He had a disastrous start, and then after coming into the pits, he started there and he's worked his way back up to 3rd, and he'll be very pleased with himself.
But I wouldn't have believed you if you had said in the beginning that he will get
Tyne will be 3rd. Yeah. Very, difficult race he's had, but around the final 2 turns now, Bartavos closing in on Right Kilk, but it won't be enough for the Belgian, because Kilk is coming round the final turn, and Right Kilk will round the final corner, blast his way down the soaked front straight. He is our first winner of the Megane Series season. It's Right Kilk for Totally Spies Racing, and Bartavos is in second place for Waters Automotive, and Jarl Tyne for Elite Virtual Motorsports in 3rd. Then Argo Tita thinking what could have been perhaps reigning champion fourth for Eval Racing after leading the race. Jason Muscat fifth for Malta Force, then his teammate Kevin Salmon in sixth. A solid result for the Maltese outfit there. It'll be Kumar in seventh from Shorten in eighth, so another 7-8 for Racing Team Shorten. Thomas Hinds looking to come home ninth. Then Sven de Vries in 10th place after a good start again, which just went a bit wrong. Chris Shepard 11th after running very high, but again, mistakes made. Then Tobias Olsen 12th in the ice court. Simon Watman 13th for Backmarker Legends. Then Wesley Stefano, and rounding out the points will hopefully be Roy Vizile. Although there are, yep, Roy Vizile, the final point scorer. Then it's David Nichols, Eric Galdakis, Roland Hoot, Edin Bazanu, Niels Voss, Dan Hoot, Peter van Woudenberg. And then behind Van Woudenberg, actually, and Voss, two of the retirements, followed by further retirements in the form of Mayfield, Chiranku, Scott Cole and Richards.
Well, we're still waiting for Shepard, Olsen and Watman and Stefano to finish, so
yeah,
a bit of time.
Obviously, I think position's pretty much locked in at this point because there's not enough time on the track to get through, but yeah, just waiting for confirmation that they are indeed 11th for Shepard, 12th for Olsen, 13th for Watman and 14th for Stefano.
Yeah.
I tell you, Sven de Vries won't be happy with that 10th, all things considered. He probably was on for a lot better, but to salvage 10th will be okay.
Can you tell how will we get the starting order in race 2?
Oh yeah, race 2, of course, a reverse grid based on the number 6 to 10 drawn randomly. So the potentials for reverse grid pole are Sven de Vries, Thomas Hinds, Roy Shorten, Niranjan Kumar and Kevin Samuels. So any one of those could be starting on pole position for race 2.
That's excellent. So this will be very good, and yeah.
Oh, that was a mental race, man. I'm exhausted just after commentating on it.
Yeah, that was yeah. It was a wet race, and that was awesome. That was really awesome. I didn't expect that actually, and it was very good.
Yeah, that was great racing. We've got another one to come as well, obviously, in race 2. Obviously, half of the distance, only 20 minutes, but still, in this rain, difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Let's see what race 2 brings, if it will rain as hard, or it's just the weather gods are just a bit more nicer for the whole field.
Yeah, of course, there's some good top 10 results. Kumar there, Hinds there, Schroten there, Tida there, Kilk there, you know, some very good results from people in the top 10. And even in the points as well, Watman picking up points, as did Stefano, Vizile, good results.
Yeah. So, yeah, we should
race
we will
2
see
though.
Race 2, so
We'll see what happens, yeah, race 2. I'm looking forward to this race 2.
Yeah. We will see. We will see.
Oof.
Yeah, even we as commentators are very exhausted after a race of 40 minutes.
Yeah, I'm delirious, man. It's just like, I'm in another world. That was amazing.
Yeah. I've got sweat on my forehead. Wow.
Who doesn't after that?
Well, I think the drivers, because they have like they have got much more than only sweat on their forehead.
Oh, they'll have rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of it will have made it through into the real world.
Yeah. Yeah, this will never be forgotten. The Red Bull Ring Wet Edition.
Red Bull Ring now with 50% more monsoon.
No, wait. We should call it like different. Wet Bull Ring.
Yeah, we should call it the Wet Bull Ring.
Yeah, the Wet Bull Ring. So yeah, let's see what race 2 brings. We're just waiting for the last moment, and then we will wait for the warm-up for the second race.
Yeah, and it's going to be an interesting second race at that first, if it's got as much rain.
Yeah, but it would be interesting if it's a bit less now, I think. But yeah, I fear. I fear. But yeah, yeah, some teams scored very good, like Malta Force and Racing Team Scotland. And of course, Totally Spice Racing. And yeah, interesting stuff.
Yeah, so going to be interesting, you know, see how a great debut as well for the team as well.
Yeah,
Totally Spice Racing, that is, obviously winning on that first race outright, Kilk getting himself a win in the process. So good start to the season, and obviously fastest lap of the race, whoever got that will find themselves with points too. And, well, an extra point goes to Tobias Olsen.
Yeah,
Because he got the fastest lap. So Olsen getting himself not necessarily points for 12th place, but points for 12th place, plus an extra.
Let's wondering, if you look at the race results, who is the guy
In
or
fact,
guys
you know what?
who
Ryan got Paul as well, didn't he? So he's going to get 2 extra points.
Yeah, but from the whole grid, who you think were like a bit, well, not good in the first race? Who do you think would have been better?
Honestly, there's quite a couple of drivers who they will probably think they could have done better, but the rain, I think, threw them all off.
Yeah, I think the family Hut, and I believe, where is he? Dan Hut and Roland Hut, I think they, yeah, couldn't show the potential due to rain. I think for Dan Hut, it's all new, and yeah, if you drive your first wet race, and you're not quite used to it, at least not in this Africa 2, or you're quite new to it, then it's difficult to find that limit. You can easily go over the limits. Go over the limit, very easy to get close to that limit. That's something Wright showed. Right? It's somebody who showed exactly to drive on 99.9% and not on 100.1. Josh.
Well, it's not possible to go past 100, is it?
Well, yeah, it's easily go past 100, but if you do, then it goes wrong. That's what you saw with Argo, I think. It was one corner, he just, well, had a bit of bad luck and a bit of sliding, and yeah, then you went just, I think, too fast, a bit too wide, and then you can still recover, but if you, yeah, hurt your tires, then it's difficult. So it's, if you can make no mistakes and go as close to the 100% you can, then you do well. And I think that's what some guys experience, like in the rain. Where is the limit of the rain?
Yeah. Where is the limit? That's the question. And for these drivers, they'll be testing it in the second race if there is as much rain. So, interesting. It's going to be so interesting to see how it pans out.
Yeah. Well, we are looking to get some running of the warm-up. We're now seeing Argo Teeter. Even Argo goes off now. He's just, I think, looking at some details of the car and how it performs. We get a server restart, I think. So yeah. So yeah, from camera guy to commentator and camera guy today. So yeah.
Yeah, you're doing double duty.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Sam Jones couldn't be here.
Yeah, that is a shame. I think Sam's just had a couple of minutes. He should be back for the next round, though.
Yeah.
Of course, he'll be back for GP3 in a week's time, too.
Yeah, true. And well, luckily we've got a good team of commentators and cameramen. So yeah, we try to get as much broadcast and as high as quality broadcast as we can. So yeah, it all looks good, even from commentary and camera side. And
yeah,
I hope you got a lot of nice camera footage, because yeah, I'm talking and commentating into the same thing, and it's quite difficult. And yeah, with the rain, it was difficult to get nice pictures. But yeah, some onboards were a bit quick maybe, but yeah, we got the whole race and it looked pretty decent. So yeah. Right, Josh? Well, you didn't see the broadcast, of course, but you saw the race, and yeah. A lot of good footage.
There's lots for the highlight editors to go through there, but yeah, it really is going to be interesting to see how race 2 goes. It's going to be a sprint race, 13 laps, and that means quick fire, quick action racing. That's what it means. Yeah,
it's a bit different, of course, because well, in race 1 they needed to make one stop, and now they don't need to make a stop. So that's the very interesting part about it. So, yeah. Well, we're now on board with Jar. Yeah, we're just getting a feeling that if it stays dry, or even if it's raining, I give this guy a chance.
Yeah, and we'll see exactly how they scores, you know, for time, because obviously race 1 went well, race 2 will start slightly further down the order, but still quite high up.
Yeah, true. But we shall see. Have we any idea what's the lucky number?
I think we're going to find that out in a bit, Menno.
Yeah, okay. Well, so it was a lucky number system, not a guaranteed spot, like if you finish there then you get the reverse.
Yeah, it is a random draw between 6 and 10 for who gets the reverse grade pole position.
Yeah, okay. Very interesting.
Yeah, obviously quite a small reverse grid, but you know, it works. The system works.
Yeah, it always works, because you still have got quite fast guys in the front, so it will be interesting. It will be interesting what somebody like Wright Cook can do in race 2, because he was quite fast.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if he was the fastest today. I'm not thinking he's overall the fastest. I mean, he just here in the Red Bull Ring, he doesn't look like he was the fastest, but he looks really good. But there are 5-6 people who are looking really good, and maybe the rain and all things played in his advantage, but we shall see if that will be in race 2. But luckily for him, race 2 will be a bit of pressure, of course, because he won race 1, so he knows whatever happens, he's quite good in the championship already. But of course, he needs to score more points, otherwise he will not be in the Champions League. The end of the race.
Yeah, going to be interesting to, you know, see how this affects the start of the... I mean, obviously, there's loads of rounds after this.
Yeah.
This probably won't define the championship, but it's going to be an interesting start.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe we say after the end of this season, we will say, hey, here is where it happened. Here is where Argo lost his points. Here is where Sven lost his points. Or here is where Wright won all the points in the championship. You never know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it ends. I think
it's
really,
interesting.
because
sim racing always interesting.
It never fails to throw up surprises, does it?
Yeah.
Oof, well, definitely been a good race for Yaltine, and the support from in the chat, Eric Stanford saying go EVM. So obviously that is Yaltine's team, of course, Elite Virtual Motorsports, but I think Stanford, I believe that is Stanford's team, isn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously he'd support them, getting a third first time out too.
Yeah, that's very good.
And well, good to see that Yarl does get that then, and great to see. Obviously, you know, he'll be feeling positive after that first race, and hoping for better results in the second. Maybe go for the win.
Who knows?
Well, I tell you this, I just, oof, I'm liking the look of this. This is, I'm excited, Menno, are you?
I'm pretty excited. Can't hear it in my voice, but yeah.
You mask it well, don't you?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm masking quite well, but yeah, even in race 1 I had some moments where I couldn't contain myself, so it might happen in race 2, and yeah. But the good thing about race 2, I know we've got some people, and I think nearly all, who are a bit tense, a bit excited, and a bit nervous. And I think that nervousness is now gone for race 2. Then you experience the racing, and now you think there's nothing to be nervous about.
Yeah. Really, I think just the nerves now just gonna go. Yeah, just everyone will be used to it now, the feeling of starting a race in these Meganes, and there'll be nothing really to be concerned about going into the start of the second race, which I think is going to be about 4 minutes time. But yeah, definitely going to be interesting times ahead for these drivers.
Yeah, very interesting. And, let's see who can get points in race 2, who missed out in race 1. I'm pretty sure it will be 1 or 2 who score points at least in race 2.
I think really for some of the drivers who didn't do as well in the previous race, it's just going to be about getting points, really, isn't it? Try and get something out of this round.
Yeah.
You know, if they've not had a good first race, then maybe think, right, let's try and have a good race here to get something, and then focus on the rest of the season.
Yeah. Just getting a feeling for it. Of course, rain is always the great equalizer, but also the great yeah, thing that will disturb everybody. So.
Yeah, indeed, and oof. Well, I think this really just makes a good advertisement, doesn't it? Really, for just how difficult rain racing can be. You know, you never know what's going to happen in it, and I think that just proved it right there.
Yeah, that proved it.
Yeah, proof there in the pudding. You know that when you get rain, it really does throw things up in the air, and we'll see exactly what that means for some of our drivers. If it happens again in race 2, though it's been dry so far in warm-up, so maybe that suggests that it won't occur again. But clouds still in the air, and we might not be entirely right on that one, so I'll have to see. Tyne, of course, you know, did so well to come back in race 1 as well. He had a terrible start, let's be honest. He dropped right down the order, perhaps misjudged the tyres, but he came right back on it and got it perfectly sorted, whatever he did, and came back to 3rd place. So, you know, maybe if that doesn't happen in race 2, it'll be slightly easier for him.
Yeah, but we shall see, we shall see.
I mean, well, we made all these predictions at the start of the first race, and none of them materialised because rain happened. So, we will have to see.
Shironko wants to have points, of course, now. Because
of course.
Out. And he's got speed to get points, so I will say he will get points. I think he will get into P10?
Well, to see? I don't think we even know what the number is yet.
Yeah.
I'll have to say exactly who's gotten pole position, obviously, through the random draw, and that'll become evident on the start of the race, so we'll be able to see who's got it.
Yeah, true.
There's just 45 seconds to go now until the race begins, and it's just becoming a little bit, you know, tension's starting to build up again, Menno, because, you know, you never know what's going to happen. As we saw in the first race, if there's rain again in the second, this could prove to be very, very interesting, because there's been no hint of it in warm-up, but the race might throw up something different altogether.
I personally am more exciting to see this race 2 start than I normally would be at an F1 start, because I know all those guys, and I know how hard they train for it. It's so, yeah.
But it's gonna be an interesting start, because it's a shorter race, so there will be more pressure on, but you know, yeah.
So, people are now on the last lap. So, interesting stuff. We see the guy with the finishing flag. So, end of warm-up session.
Yep, warm-up is now done, so we will be going to qualify the grid soon, and of course I can see the grid now, and it is Sven de Vries who gets pole, so that is the magic number there. I believe we got the full 10, so Sven de Vries gets pole from Thomas Hinz, who will start second.
Yeah.
Then, you know, that is great for him as we now move on to the race session.
Well,
so,
yeah. Can I say?
Here we go then.
Can I say lucky de Vries? Lucky de Vries?
Perhaps so. Perhaps you can.
Because,
let's see.
Yeah, didn't look like it. Was that lucky in race 1, but now he can turn his luck into race 2.
Yeah, obviously going to be real interesting to see how this race goes. Obviously not being a hint of rain in the air for the start of race 2, but that doesn't mean that it won't come to...
Yeah. Be very interesting if the rain will fall. And the warm-up starts now. Can you walk us to the grid, Joshua? Or maybe not. So we've got in pole position. We've got Sven de Vries. Yeah, with reverse top 10. So Sven de Vries, he might win it this time or get a podium. In P2 it's Thomas Hinz. Very interesting what Hinz can do from this P2. With Roy Schoten in P3. With Niranjan Kumar in P4. The guy from India. With Kevin Salmon in P5. From the multi-force cars. With Jason Muscat in P6. In the other multi-force car. With Argo Teeter in P7. I wonder how he will do in race 2. With Jaltain in P8, what's this guy in the race, I think. Butterfrost in P9, or number 2 from the last race, and our winner from the last race in P10 is Right Kilk. With Chris Shepard in P11, and Tobias also in P12, they are looking for some solid points. With Simon Rodman and Wesley Stefano in 13 and 14, also they look to climb up maybe a few positions and get those good points on. Roy Verzal in P15, he could potentially gain a lot of places as well, with David Nichols in P16, Erik Godolaikis in P17. They're close to the points, they can just smell it, and they want to take at least some points home, like after they missed it in race 1. Ronald Hutt, or Father Hutt, as you want to call it, he's in P18, hopefully they will have a better race. With Adrian Bisano in P19, he's fast in P20. With Dan Hutt in P21 and Ryan Mayfield in P22. He's actually started from pits with Daniel Suranku in P23. Also a guy, look at that guy Suranku. With Nicholas Cole in P24. And we've only got 24, so some people are gone, but this is still a very good grid.
It is, yes, and well, I don't know who's going to win, but well, I fancy Thomas Hinz, to be honest with you, if not Sven de Vries. One of those top two, perhaps, for the winner, some cars fell in. Any picks from you, Menno?
Yeah, actually no, because I said Sven last time around. It's difficult to say.
Yeah, well, we'll see exactly if anyone does win it as we wait for the lights to illuminate once more at the Red Bull Ring. We wait just for the start procedure to initiate. I think someone may be out of the grid box, but it won't be for long.
I believe yeah.
Yes, we're just waiting, I feel, now.
Didn't I see somebody driving on the back straight?
Maybe, but I don't see anyone at the moment. It must be soon when we start. I think it is going to be soon. Cars are going to start to rev their engines, and we will get going here in WCS League. For race 2 of the Megane Trophy. 13 laps, of course. Shorter race.
Look at all those.
Oh, no, it's Ryan Mayfield. It's Ryan Mayfield who's gotten stuck, and he's got to hurry back to the grid. Everybody's waiting for him, and he must have spun it somewhere or done something, or just not gotten started. Don't know what's happened, but Mayfield's coming out here, and well, this is the embarrassing moment, really, is it? He's going to just slot in. He's going to make, "Hi everyone, sorry."
Yeah, and some people are just flashing with their lights, like, "Hey man, I'm on television."
Yeah, Mayfield slots in. So here we go. Mayfield started in. Final car there. Everyone fixes in. The lights will begin to illuminate now, I believe. Yeah, they do. So we have 2 sets, 3 sets, and we are here and racing.
Oh, good stuff.
Good start from de Vries by the looks of it. Hinz looks to get a good start as well, but so does Schroten. There's the old pilot into turn 1 now. Schroten on the outside, gets through on Hinz, so drops 1 position, does the Australian, but Schroten wide there. Kumar, Muscat, Samet, Tyen, all chasing as well. P6 battle, really strong. Tyen gives a bit of a nudge to Muscat ahead. They're all looking down the outside in the Remus. And he hits the brakes and gets through. Nicely done there. Does Jarl. Goes for Kumar, but he overshoots a bit. And Muscat will get a look in, but not yet. Shepard and Tida battling in 11th. Argo not going to be very happy with this start. He's jumped right down the order. Would have started about 6th, and now he's going to be 11th, so he's dropped 5 places, and Shepard defending contact, but Shepard there, Shepard's still there, they're still argy-barging. Oh, dearie me, that's not gone well, and right, Kilk now. Kilk from Tida, trying to go on the outside, and he's going to know he's not going to make it work. In the Battle of the Estonians, no, Kilk loses out to Tida, who then gets oversteer, and then holds the outside. Great defending indeed, DeVos can't get past Samus. It is all Sven de Vries at the start, from Schroten, from Hinz, from Time, from Kumar though.
Yeah, look at Roy Schoten getting into P2. He was away.
Yeah, Schroten into 2nd. Crucial for Roy, obviously. Oh, he kicks the marker away there. Doesn't want anyone to know when to break, but y'all tying. Now on the back of Thomas Hinds. This is battle for third, obviously. Tying. Gonna chase down here. Drafting the Australian. 1 lap completed. Down the inside of turn 1. Gets the braking. Does Jarl Tying. Flips the corner. Nicely done. Into the top 3 again. That was a textbook move from Jarl Tying to get through there on Hinds there. Nothing could really be done.
Oh, look at it! Look at it! What Samut and all those guys behind him. Oh, they're going too wide.
Oh, this is mental into Remus. 3 wide. DeVos hits Olsen, and then Tina hits Olsen. Device Olsen getting hit like that, right? And he's the hockey puck in this race. Cars everywhere. Shepard rejoins into Roy Verzile. Oh wow, this is heart stopping. There's 3 cars going into Schlossgold at once.
Did you notice? This is what touring car racing is.
Yep, Kilk gets through in this little battle here, but this is a crazy battle from 5th to 11th, 5th to 14. 9-10 cars going for 1 position.
This is absolutely crazy stuff. I mean, we thought it was crazy in the rain, but when it's dry, it's even better.
It is, yes, and now Kilk. Oh, Tita tried to get him on the brake, but it didn't work.
Oh, I believe Roy Verzile tried to get Samut, and he pushed him a bit wide.
Oh, now he's gonna get double overtaken here. Samut trying to go down the inside. Verzile for 15th, 14th, and Roy holds on.
And we go back to Sven de Vries. Sven de Vries is just taking it easy, but Jarl Tying is already there.
Oh yeah, Jarl's there. He's there, all right. He's chasing for the lead. Sven won't give it up easily, though. That's the thing. It's mental battle for 5th. Look at the inside of DeVos and Tina. It's not worked, though. He's made contact and gone wide, and Argo's going to go down the outside here. Oh, he's almost been pushed off by Olsen. No room given.
Flashing lights, like you mean it. So, yeah.
That's still 3 wide. Coming in Remus. Oh, Tina on the inside. Oh,
look at this. Look at Kumar.
Lead battle. Tying versus de Vries. This is really kicking off Jarl on the outside.
Oh, big roll of Wesley Stefano. Oh my god.
Yeah, but Tying though still trying to catch up to de Vries for the lead of the race here. He's still chasing him. Obviously Stefano having issues too, but Jarl trying to get through for the lead now on the outside.
And Wesley waves. He is okay. He did just get Olympic gold with a double flick flag.
Jarl gonna be wide on the exit there. He's gonna lose time to Sven. And that's not what he wants to do, but hopefully he can catch it back up again. Wow. Remember, only 13 laps in this race too, so he's not got that much time.
Oh, this is an amazing race.
Has to be said, this battle for the moment for the 7th place area is brilliant. We've got 3 cars going for 7th. Kilk, Tina and Olsen all having a crack of the action with each other at the moment. Obviously Tobias from Argo from right.
Yeah.
All having a go. Just trying to put some pressure on right at the moment on Argo as he goes down the outside of Castrol Edge. In fact, he's going for the position and he's got it almost. No, right still there. Right on the outside, and Argo holds it. For now, it'll be decided at Remus though, the 2nd corner. We'll see what goes on, but Tying challenging de Vries for the lead again. Will he get him into Schlossgold? Jarl and Sven battling it out at the moment. I don't think there's going to be enough of a gap actually between the 2 of them. I think, yeah, Sven will hold it. But Tina and Kilk though into the Schlossgold. They are really close.
And
down the inside now. Oh, he's got a great run into there, and he. Oh well, Tito on the switchback.
And he got it. Tito got it, but Wright got the inside, but he can't stay next to him. So Argo should have it.
Yeah, this should be Tito's position, but we'll see if Kilk can challenge him for that place.
I nearly get a heart attack of all those battling. You can't just not following it, and then you're there, and then you're there, and then somebody passes there. And then somebody got hit from behind it, so 2, and then somebody hit him at 3, and yeah. But there is, I think Jarl is looking. Oh, he's looking, but not yet. Oh, a moment from de Vries. This is the chance, that. Yeah, he needs to go from the outside. Yeah, but that will not. He will not make it, right? From the outside, he will not make it. No. And Rousseau is still P3. Look at him go. He just does his thing, and others don't do their thing. So. And he's again next to him, but Sven still has the inside line. So he's still leading, but the feeling says that it will not take long before Jarl overtakes Sven. Oh, we now have an overview of all the cars now. And Josh, still there? Josh needs to have some oxygen because he'd run out of a lot of things because this is so exciting. Oh, and they're next to each other, Jarl will get this, of course Jarl will get this. Yeah, he's in front, but Sven will have to cut back, I'm pretty sure he will have to cut back. Oh, this is close, this is Megane against Megane, and we're not sure who's going to win it. Now Jarl passed, but yeah, Sven needs to go the long way, of course. Jarl says Sven needs to go the long way. Will he break early or will he break late? Yeah, Jarl still's got it. And the cut back from Sven. No, not enough drive. So Sven needs to go from the outside again, and I think there is no grip from the outside, or maybe there is. This is amazing driving, and he's next to it, Sven. No, he will not take it. And all of these showed that Roy Scotten can get close.
Yeah, Roy really showing it and get in on the battle here, and well, Sven and Jarl ahead, really giving it the full beans, and in their own right, really just trying to keep it going here are Jarl and Sven and Roy, all having a crack of the action here, and well, interesting to see how they're going to battle these top three, because you know, very close and very good drivers.
Yeah. Oh, and with a bit of a moment of Simon Whatler. I see some people now in points who didn't see the points in race 1. I'm talking about Siranku, Godadakis, and I believe Niels Voss, so hopefully they can get points again.
Yeah, he's just trying to hang on at the moment, some of these people in the points. You know, Niels Voss as well, you know, drivers like him, like Godadakis, you know, who weren't in the points before, I think are finding the dry conditions easier to adapt to this race and just give it a go, really, you know. Yeah. They're finding it a lot easier in the dry than they did the wet, so hopefully they won't rain, right? Kilk and Chris whatever coming together.
Oh no. Oh. This would be fun.
It's alright though, they haven't taken each other off or anything. We're coming into Remus now for the position.
The inside guy should normally get it, so that would be right.
Oh, we've lost Niels Voss, by the way.
Oh, no.
We were just talking about him, now he's gone out.
Look at Siranku.
Oh, just actually seeing Niels Voss. Oh, he tried to avoid one of the performance cars. He just clipped him though. And yeah, I think that was Roy Vazile he must have hit because yeah, Vazile it was.
Inside for Siranku, and he got him.
Yeah, great move by Siranku to get in the 9th there.
Yeah.
Chasing down Kilk now for 8th and really just trying to keep the pressure on these Tony. That's all they got to do in this race, seemingly.
Very interesting. Yeah. Oh, Nicholas Cole in P15.
Yeah, Nick Cole in 15th place. He went out very early in the first race, didn't he? So he's got off the track there. He's just lost it to Ryan Mayfield, who I think is actually waiting for him. Oh, that's nice of him.
Well, let's have a good battle together.
Yeah, it might have been that there was contact before. Oh yeah, I think Mayfield must have thought he made contact with Cole. That's why he's just let him through again.
Oh, this is very good sportsmanship, and yeah. If you ask me, the award for best sportsmanship goes to Ryan Mayfield.
Oh, look at this, Siranku and Kilk going for 8th place on each other again. Oh, Siranku into Remus there, just missed it on the brake, and so maybe I'll have better luck in the next couple of corners.
We shall see. Soranku is pretty fast. Of course, he had a mistake in race 1, but it's good for race 2. Oh, you got yellow in sector 1.
Yeah, we got a yellow. I'll go inspect that for you, man. I'll see where we got a yellow flag in sector 1. But oh, I think it was a. Oh, I can't see why.
Oh, and
Must have just
look at
fed itself.
P30. Look at P30. Adrian Berzanu. Look at that.
Yeah, he's in the points.
He doesn't like rain, but race 2 looks much better.
Yeah, interesting to see how that gets going. And yeah, Berzanu, good to see him in the points, of course. Watman 12th, Sam at 11th, Shepard and Sharangu close as well. So going to be an interesting battle, and Kilg obviously not far ahead. So this is effectively a three-way battle for 3rd, 8th place here, isn't it, Menno?
Yeah. Looks very, very close. And
oh, and look, it's Chris Shepard here.
yeah.
Shepard down there. Sharangu gets the inside though.
Interesting. Chris is next start, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, but
Sharangu,
you're wrong. Yeah, wrong line. If you can make sure somebody is in the inside for too long, you will not have the line to get a lot of speed out of that car. So that's very interesting.
Yeah, that cost Sharangu doubly as well, because Kevin Samut got it through as well, didn't he?
Yes. From the island of Malta.
Yep, the Maltese got through into 10th place there, and Shepard 9th.
It's always
Kilg.
fun. It's always fun to see people from those countries like Malta.
Yeah, and we've lost Cole. Cole's gone as well.
Oh,
Obviously must have had a crash as well, so even in the dry, it's not that easy in his circuit.
was it an internet issue or somebody made him cold?
No, I think he just crashed out.
In cold blood. No, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he just crashed out. It was actually coming into turn 5. It was actually out of 4, lost it, and then couldn't make turn 5 because his car was all sideways, and obviously took big damage to the rear left of the car and then the back of the car again, and obviously just decided enough was enough.
So Jarl is now leading for Sven, but Sven can still follow pretty good.
He's not made a good final corner though, has he, Jarl Tyen?
He had quite a big drift, but it was a controlled drift, I believe.
Gonna lose him time though.
Yeah, true. And tires.
And tyres, it's going to reduce the drag on those tyres, so, well, increase the drag rather. Going to increase the wear, meaning it's going to be harder for him to, obviously, keep it under control, because he'll let the tyres up as well, so more temperature and De Vries and tying. This could be good now.
Interesting stuff.
Jarl and Sven into Remus then, let's see what they can do through here, and, well, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Chasing down is Sven at the moment into turn 3. I don't think he's going to have the gap though, Menno.
No, he's too far behind.
Too far at the moment perhaps to get the move done, but Roy, Thomas, Jason, Tobias behind, all in their own little battles, especially Hinz and Muscat for 4th. That could be an interesting one for certain, and well, oh, Shepard, Samet, Sharangu as well. That's a good battle for 9, 10 and 11.
That's a very good battle.
3 cars within rapid succession of each other, all chasing each other down. Sharangu, of course, probably looking for better than 11th, but let's see if he gets it.
Yeah.
You know, someone I've been very impressed by is Hinz. He's seemingly quite good in these Meganes. Obviously, we know he's good anyway, but a 4th place will really lift his spirits. You know, going to be quite happy with this result, perhaps, and you know, he'll be very happy with that indeed.
Yeah, it will be.
I don't see anything you really say fairer than that, can you?
No, it will be getting good points, and that's what he cares about most, and he's doing well then. I've got, I believe, Samet and Sharangu quite close to each other.
Yeah, Sharangu is obviously, as we know, in 11th, and he's got Berzanu obviously well behind, but he's chasing down Samet here, so trying to get back into the top 10.
He's getting Samet.
He's in the slipstream indeed as we go with Sharangu into Remus. Down the out, he's going to be down the outside. This is not the line for Sharangu, but let's see if we can make use of it anyway. Has been done before. Kevin Samet can't defend, and Sharangu gets it, but then he goes wide, but not too wide. Wide enough to stop him from getting the draft back, and he's through into 10th.
Yeah, good. But even good for Samet. If he gets points in both races, he will be good. He will score good and valuable points.
It would be a solid debut, wouldn't it, if he got points in his first 2 races? Never mind how well he did in race 1.
Can you inspect something for me, Josh? Where are the where are father and son hut?
Oh yes, father-son combo, Dan and Roland. Currently Roland is 16th and Dan is 18th, so they're quite far down the order.
Yeah, but still, it's going much better than race 1, so...
Well, you can't argue that, can you? You can't not argue that. It is going better for them.
I would hope they will get 1 point with one of the two, because then they are after 0. And, it's always something you would like as a team.
Yeah.
That hateable 0, and yeah. If you not can do it with both riders, just do at least with one. Oh, it's one getting close. Is one getting closer?
Yeah, and well, yeah, close indeed, especially between the two leaders, Sven and Jarl. Sven's looking into Remus here. He's actually going to have he's going to have enough room. Is he going to go for it? No, he's going to try. He's going to make Jarl think he was going to, but he doesn't fall for it. No. So into Schlossgold will be the real test for Sven de Vries.
Interesting.
Of course,
stuff.
We talk about people who had a good race 1. Jarl himself had a great race 1, finishing 3rd, so maybe a 1st and 3rd for Tyen. De Vries, though, not going to make that happen easy, but still, he's going to try and force an error. That's all he can do at this point on lap 12 of 13. The last lap but 1 in this race. It's gone by so quickly.
It's gone by so quickly. I was nearly forgotten we nearly have an hour at the finish. Wow.
Very quick race this has been, and especially with the dry weather as well, hasn't been nearly as long as the other.
True. Very true. Oh, Sven is running wide. Sven is running wide into the gravel, but he lost a bit.
Yeah, Sven may have lost a bit of distance there. Gonna have to try and gain it on Jarl in the final lap of the race.
I think he will not get it, but stranger things have happened.
Well, yeah, stranger things have happened. So here we go then. Sven de Vries and Jarl Tyen battle for the lead on the last lap, and 0.2, 0.3 in it. Who's gonna get it?
Oh, he's still getting close, Sven. Oh, interesting. Oh, and a bit of a wrong line, I think, from Tyen.
Yeah, not quite the best line in the world here, but he's going to try and get it back. And Tyen versus de Vries, he's got to try this time in Remus to Sven around the outside. He's just going to hope that Tyen gets it wrong. Tyen has got it wrong. Oh! On the inside. And Ryan, he's going to get it through. He's put himself alongside. This is exactly what de Vries wanted.
Place your bets. Who's going to get it? Oh, it will be Sven. If he's got the inside, it will be Sven. If it's not, then it will be, of course, the other one.
Oh, Sven's still got the inside, though. Jarl can't come in. Oh, there's contact. There's argy-bargy between the two. de Vries gets a bit oversteering.
Oh, but he's still next to Sven. Oh.
He's still there, though. That's the thing. Sven is still there. Jarl is still there. But will that slip up of costs Sven if Jarl doesn't make another mistake?
Look at the exit of de Vries. He tries it.
Entry of 5. Oh, he's so close. Oh, he's going to have to try it in one of the final 2 turns.
Yeah, he will do it in one of the turns. Over Jarl get it. Jarl will get it. It looks like Jarl will get it. Or not.
Might not. We don't know yet. Final 2 turns. Tyen breaks early. Backs de Vries into the corner. That's exactly what he needed to do. De Vries did not being given a single chance here. Needs to get a better exit. Needs to draft Tyen and get him on the exit. I don't think it's going to be enough though. And Jarl Tyen will win the second race in the Red Bull Ring. Sven de Vries 0.085 behind. You do not get much closer than that.
Wow.
What a race finish. Roy Schroten 3rd. Thomas Hayden's a fantastic 4th for the Australian. You can see how happy he is with that. Muscat 5th, Olsen 6th, Tina 7th, Kilk 8th, Debon 9th, Churanku 10th, and Samut, Rizanu, Golodakis, Watman, and Nichols will round out your top 15. So David Nichols going to get a point.
So I believe we've got 19 guys who got scored points in those 2 races. So.
Yeah, and of course, best lap going to Jarl Tyen as well, so he pretty much picks up all of the fastest lap points, all of the qualifying points. He's had a great weekend, this Jarl.
Yeah, and who's the most painful guy who loses out of the points? Is it one of you?
I think the big loser in this race, even though he had some good results, I think it's I'll go Tina. He wouldn't have started the season how he wanted to, for certain.
True. But what a race! What
a race indeed! Whew, that was a good one. Until the final lap.
Oh, we've got Wright playing with, I believe it was Kevin Sent. They're burning out. And,
Right, Kilk, just trying to have a bit of fun here on the end of the race. But yes, that was a great 2 races overall. And, well, I'm sure that we're going to get successful racers in for interviews in just a moment. In fact, I think we are actually going to start the interviews immediately, because we have straight off the bat, we have our Race 2 second placer, Sven de Vries, with us. Sven, great to have you with us as ever. And Race 1 maybe didn't go the way you planned it to, but a very solid Race 2 for you, second place.
Yeah, Race 1 was definitely a bit of a roller coaster. I got the lead, but then I quickly noticed I only had 15 liters with me. And literally as I was pitting and adding fuel and changing tires already, it started raining. So I had to go back in the next lap, change for rain tires, spun around, got tapped from behind, broke the rear, had to pit. Then just drove my ass off trying to get that P10 for the pole position, which seemed to work, thankfully. Then Race 2, it was very close. Had to drive on the limit. I think there'll be a little bit of a disagreement on that move in the last lap between me and Jarl. From what I saw and felt, he just turned in on me. I thought I had him, but other than that, happy with the second place. And all in all, was a good weekend.
It was a great weekend overall for you and your team, of course, Totally Spies Racing, and of course your teammates. It was none other than Wright Kilk who won the first race, so Totally Spies become totally winners.
Yeah, it's for the team, it's a great weekend for sure. I mean, to start off with first and second place. I'm not even sure where he finished in Race 2. But yeah, all in all, I think it was a good start to the season for us.
A question from me, Sven. I saw your car doesn't have a livery. Will that be done for the next
race?
Will definitely be done for the next race. Yes.
Because if you have such a good car and like a teammate and everything, you can show yourself with of course a totally awesome livery, and
it's gonna have a lot of Totally Spice. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Well, of course. That's your team name after all, man.
Yeah, but we need a lot of Jerry, yeah? And,
oh yeah.
Now, let's not get into discussion about who's the best, okay? Not on this broadcast, at least. Well done, Sven, though, either way. And great racing for you, and we'll hopefully see you next time out as well.
Thanks.
And, we move on from a second place into a third place in Race 2, none other than Roy Shorten.
Good evening.
Good evening to you too, Roy, and, some good racing for you as well this evening. Did some good jobs.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with the third position in the Race 2. The Race 1 was a very messy start with rain tires still on the car, while the track was drying up very rapidly all of a sudden, so we had some issues there. But then throughout the race I was able to just keep it on the track, and then I just pitted for dry tires and the rain came out, so I had to come in again, do my thing, keep it on the track, and in the end I was able to finish 8th position. I was very happy with that. That put us on the third place in the reverse grid for Race 2. I had a good start, managed to overtake Thomas Hins, who had an absolutely amazing drive as well. He pushed me all the way through the race. I really had to push the full race, not being able to lift a single time to catch a breath. But yeah, then Jarl Tyen passed me. I knew that it had no sense for me to be able to defend him, so I just let him go and hoped that he would battle with Sven, which he did, but not enough for me to catch up. I was able to keep it within 2 seconds, but that was only because they were fighting all the time. But overall I'm happy. I kept the car on the track, I didn't make any mistakes, so yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, overall a decent outing for you in RTS as well, obviously your own team, and you and Niranjan had a decent outing here at Austria, rain inclusive, so looking good for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I'm looking very forward to the remainder of the season. Niranjan is a very good driver as well, so I'm sure we can get some more podiums this season, and I'm just glad that I have my livery on here now. I didn't have it in the GP3, but now the RTS livery is ready to shine, so definitely makes me faster.
Well, a good livery can do that. Any questions to you, Menno?
Well, yeah, I really like the livery, and I was quite surprised that you both are very good in Race 1. It's easily to do it wrong in rain, and yeah, I bet you are proud on your teammate Roy in Niranjan.
Yeah, I was doing a very good job in the Race 1 with the rain, and then in Race 2 he had some issues, unfortunately, but before that it looked very good for him as well. Yeah. I'm sure we could have maybe gotten a top 6 finish for both cars here, but unfortunately for him, that will have to wait for another time.
Yeah, and I bet when you woke up today, you didn't expect you would get a podium today. So that's very well done. I think you could be proud.
Thank you. I didn't drive a single lap before the evening, so yeah, I didn't expect so much.
Just winging and do well. That's obviously your strategy, isn't it, Roy? Yeah. Well done either way, though, and great racing for you tonight.
Thank you.
Well, it was very rainy, wasn't it? And well, I guess someone who'll be used to rain is the good old thunder from Down Under, because we're going to interview certain Thomas Hinds, mate. Yeah. It has to be done. It's a tradition now. I always go Aussie when Tom turns up. Hello, though, Tom. Welcome to the lobby, and well, 4th place in race 2, and a great race 1 in the rain as well. You must be happy with yourself.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Race 1 was interesting. Yeah, because of the sudden change, I took the gamble at the start, stay on the wets, thinking, oh, maybe the rain will come back. It'll sort of do that thing it sometimes does, where it suddenly sinks the weather and it comes back. And I was like, oh, maybe we'll do that. Didn't. So I thought, oh, all right. So came with the dryers, dropped way back, just plugged away, and the rain came again. I was like, oh, here we go. So back in again. And from there, just try to keep it clean. Really, keep it on the straight and narrow. As I seem to, the wet seems to suit me, I guess. Maybe my conservative style just works better with wet weather, I don't know, but I seem to have decent pace, and I was able to keep the car relatively straight. Obviously, we had the one contact with Ryan there, but he had a damaged car, and it was really tricky conditions, so no real thing there. It was just one of those things. But yeah, that was a little bit of a shame. Got back, but just kept plugging away after that, and then with mistakes and other stuff going on, I found myself ninth. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So we're back for ninth. That was really good. Didn't think I was going to get that after having to pit early on, put dries on. And yeah, race 2, I forgot about the reverse grid, to be honest, completely forgot. Now I saw the grid, I was like, oh, that's right, reverse grid, that's the thing. And just, again, got a nice clean start. Roy got me around the outside, good move at turn 1, it was really good from him, and tried to just tag along. Jarl came up behind me, and, Jarl, I knew he was a lot quicker than I was, so I just let him have it, because I thought, a few laps in the race, no point in trying to waste time battling him and just bottle up everyone behind as well. So I thought, rather than have even more fast guys come at me, I'll just let Jarl go and tag along. And did that, and it worked pretty well. I was able to just tag along with the top 3, and then I was catching Roy, and then I had an inside lock up at the right-hander that dropped the front right by about 4%, and so for like a lap or two I had to nurse the front right just to get it back down into good temperatures. That was a little bit annoying, but even without that, I think Roy would have had me just start to pull away a bit in the latter part of the race, and I just tried to keep chasing ahead. But second race was really good fun in more just intense way, in a more traditional intense way, because I just had to keep pumping out the laps. Jason was there, kept me honest the entire race, and he had a great drive as well. So I'll take those double top 10. I wasn't really expecting much coming in. I thought the pace was a bit off, but really good fun. Yeah,
great fun, I'm sure indeed for you, and of course, great first 2 races, puts you in good initial stead in the championship. Obviously, you won't be focusing on that too much at the moment because it's just race 1. But definitely, it's positive knowing that you're up there to start with.
Yeah. Well, it's. I'm just doing this, more for fun. Being fixed it up. This is half the reason why I'm doing it, because it suits my style to a T. You'd think, because I can just turn up and drive like I do in most things anyway. So it sort of suits my style. But I'm just having a good time. I don't really, I'm not too fussed for a finish. A top 10 or top 5 would be nice in the championship if I can manage that. It'd be cool. But I'm just here to have a good time with these cars and have some good battling. And definitely had that today. The just crazy race 1, but I really enjoyed that. I really enjoy those conditions, like really tricky conditions. I find I seem to come to the fore a bit. And I just enjoy it. I just love the challenge of having to be so delicate and just be really, having to really just nurse the car around. It's really good fun. And I was thinking anyway during that first race, I was sitting there thinking, God, this when you do, because I've been doing a lot of V8 supercars in iRacing, because a lot of the Aussie community's there. When you drive those things, pretty much everything else feels like it has so much more grip. Those things, if you want to know what no grip feels like, drive those things. they have none. So
grip perhaps not a thing.
Fun and, but no, it's good fun. Looking forward to the next round and keep it going really. And Wesley, a bit of a shame race 2 already retired there, but he got some points in race 1 at least. But I'm sure we'll only get better for him in the next round as well.
Yeah, I'm sure that obviously the next one's going to be going into it looking very good indeed. Thank you very much for joining us, Tom. Pleasure to have you as ever. And good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much, and thanks to the broadcast guys. Top as always.
Problem. So that does round out our broadcast for tonight. And it's been a good one, hasn't it, Menno?
Yeah, it's been a very good one and a very wet one. Wet bull ring.
Perhaps so in race 1, but not in race 2. It was nice and dry.
It was wetter than everybody could have had imagined, and it was dry in the beginning, and what made it very spectacular, and it was very cool. But even race 2 showed it was much more closer than we thought, and very close racing. Of course, always some drama. Some people who thought get points lost out of points. Some new guys are had a bit of difficult races, but you will see that. And I think with the Meganes we're off for a great start of the championship. And of course there will be some complaints with drivers about other drivers, but yeah, I think overall it was very good and very tense.
From your channel.
Yeah, very tense racing indeed. At some points this evening, but still, it'll all be resolved in 2 weeks' time when we head to the next round of the Renault Megane Championship. And of course, do join us as well in a week and 2 days for the next round of the GP3 Championship. Hopefully Sam Jones will be on lead commentary for that. I'll be there supporting him as ever, but until a week and 2 days on 2 weeks respectively for GP3s and Meganes, I've been Josh Randerson, he's been Menno Klont, and for me and everyone here at WCS, it's goodbye until the next round.
Thanks for watching, bye bye.